Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the show. Welcome to the Married Couple Podcast. Woo!
Man who go to bed with the itchy bum wake up with the smelly finger.
So, let me take my pants off.
I used to like the taste of breast milk when I was a child.
Sometimes I wish some people would just stick to the original script.
So it's the option
Script.
is take yourself out.
That's the choice I was making. Oh, that's the line?
That's the line.
Oh shit.
Hey, sons of bitches. Welcome to How Was Your Day? I am your host. I am Dave. Of course, my beautiful, lovely wife.
Damn, I am.
We are the Married Couple Podcast, bringing you another episode of How Was Your Day? I don't even remember what show it is, babe.
104.
Did you switch that
I did.
at the beginning?
I
Good. Look at how good you are, because I don't even remember how to do this anymore. We've been off for a couple of weeks, but welcome to How Was Your Day? You know how the show goes? I forgot how the show goes. We don't talk anything political ish. We don't start any fires. We don't piss people off ish. We are going to talk about fantasy football drafts and everything. So hopefully
Stay tuned, folks.
people
It'll be
join for
riveting.
that. We're going to actually do a live fantasy football draft towards the end of the show, and that'll be exciting.
Great TV here,
But if
folks.
you really want to know how to draft a fantasy football team, I'm your dude.
Yeah.
I'm so much that dude. They switched the rules to because I'm so much that dude. They just changed freaking rules. And anyway, I'll get to that when it gets to my day. But sweetheart,
Yes, my love.
how was your day?
Day was actually pretty good.
Mm.
So it's been an off year as far as work goes, sales wise. I don't know, whatever it is. I'm not as on fire as I was last year,
Eh,
and that sucks. So
why is that?
I don't know. It's
Be careful. Your boss might be listening.
no. I know part of it is me. I'm sure part of
Right.
it is me. I mean, I don't know. It's just odd. So going into the day,
Mhm.
I knew I needed probably 3 to 4 sales.
That's what you told me last night, and I haven't heard how that ended up. So
Yeah,
we're
So-
all waiting.
I got 3 sales today.
What?
I did. One of them was underwritten and may or may not go through. If
Okay.
it does go through, I'm still short.
You're short
1,200.
like. Oh, I thought you were going to
So-
say $12.
No. No, we'll see. I don't know. It is what it is. I tried my hardest. I was calling everybody in my list today, like answer the phone. You said you were going to buy today, blah, blah, blah. I even had a gal call and ask me questions, and I'm thinking, yes, she's ready. Nope. Had she have written, maybe I would have gotten there, but the underwritten one is still a little iffy. So, it is what it is. Other than that, we go back a week or 2.
We do, and I'm we
Yeah,
do.
I'm not
So,
gonna
we've
go
been off
crazy
the
with it.
last 2.
Yeah. The big thing that happened is we moved Alex into college.
Yeah, we did. That was fun.
I gotta say, I was a mess. I didn't expect to be so emotional.
You kind of were a mess.
I did not expect it. I thought, you know what? I'm proud of her. I trust her. If any of my either of my kids goes, to off on their own, she's the one I think she's going to do a pretty good job. She's got a great head on her shoulders, but she's my baby. So
Yeah, I know.
I was a fucking mess. I would cry at the drop of a hat. You know what I mean? However, she's doing well. I mean, I talk to her almost every day. She's living her best life down there, and just I think she's really adjusting well. Tonight she's at a volleyball game that they're putting on at our football stadium. They filled the whole thing. They've got a football or a volleyball game, and then concert. They even had no school today, which is odd.
Why was that?
For the volleyball
Oh, okay.
game.
Gotcha.
I would have had them not have school tomorrow since they're all going to be there
Right.
and probably late.
Yeah,
but it is what it
and
is.
Drinking? No, they don't drink.
No. Well, I mean, I'm
No,
sure.
course
no,
they
no.
don't.
No, they don't drink.
No, they
Anyway,
don't.
go.
Wink. Yeah.
I can't. Oh wait, I was
Where's your
trying. Hold
button?
on. It's. I don't know.
Button,
It's
button.
here.
Who's got the button?
I got it. Sorry, it wasn't turned up.
Throughout, I mean, I had a girls' night that was fun. This past couple weeks. This past Friday night, Mrs. Red Rose and I did our inaugural show of Roses Are Red, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed it, and I'm really excited for the next one. We're doing them every other week, so just twice a month, but I think it's going to be a really great show. And other than that, what else did we do? We did our.
Yeah,
That's
we
your
did a
your
lot. We
day.
haven't
I know
been
we've
here.
done a we have
We
done a
haven't
lot.
been here in like 2 weeks.
I know.
And we haven't been here in 2 weeks because we're doing exactly that. Kicking off Red Rose's inaugural show,
Mhm.
and which I thought was a great show, by the
was-
way. And
It was so much fun.
really, you guys are really good together.
Mhm.
I hope you don't just start that and leave me hanging with me talking to Nunya in the background.
I could never do that.
laughing
my
at
love.
me saying nothing. Okay, good.
Oh.
And thank you. But not only that, and then and I've been working with AC, and we've been doing some NFL HQ stuff. Now it's kind of slowed down, but once that season starts, I can't wait.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
so
so
much
much fun.
And
Yeah.
Dan Rod joined us, and AC's friend, I can't remember his name, put me on the spot. And then Anthony might join in, and we might have Nunya, and it's just a lot of fun. And plus, NFL's coming. Anyway, didn't mean to interrupt, babe. Go on.
That's kind of what you do.
I do. It's my job. That is
Um,
my job.
I don't know. Other than that, I mean, again, I've been working out. This week has been off. The last couple of days I've not gone in. His name is Brandon. AC.
Thank
says.
you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks for chiming in, AC.
Yeah,
But
just put all those up. And Mark, I see that. Yes, we're live right now, sir. So good job.
Thanks
and
for
hello,
commenting.
sis. Yeah,
Yes.
just put them up as they come, and we'll read
Well,
them as we
I'll
want.
get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as I'm talking, it's hard to click buttons.
Oh, you're fine.
You know how words are hard.
Yeah, well, wait till my time, and then you can do it.
It's been funny the last 2 days. 3 of the people that I've helped sign up for a policy, the wife, I've talked to the wife, had a great rapport with her, and they call in to make their husband do the app with me because I have to talk to the right person.
Mhm.
Every time on a message, on just even the application, I have to be like, he can talk for himself. I need him to talk for himself. It has just been hilarious on how it's been. So yesterday I had the 2, and then today, first call this morning, same stinking thing. I was like, what is with my life? Is this bizarre world? But it was fun. I mean, great people and things like that. But just the funniest thing. I'm like, yeah, my husband would probably want me to do this
Yeah.
too. But
Seriously, unless I'm on the phone messing with somebody because they need to install some cable or not lay cable, that's a totally different thing. But
it is.
install, unless I get a mess with them, then yeah, I'd rather you talk to them
Well, and it was funny.
every time.
One of the guys today actually was like, hey, Sam, tell me about Omaha and la, la, la. And I was like, oh, I did not expect to have a whole ass conversation with you today. Most of them were like, let's get this done. I'm like, I promise I'll make it easy. But we had a whole conversation about Omaha, and he's like, what is Nebraska famous for? I'm like, corn and
Yeah.
beef.
And football 2 decades ago.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But no, it was fun. Work has been really good that way. But again, been working out, and I don't know. There's a whole lot of shit that's happened. So my couple of things here. I don't know what. Oh, okay. I'm gonna mute that. Kevin has joined the restream.
Oh, nice. We'll bring him on shortly. Kevin,
Yes.
if you're there, stick around.
Yep.
And we'll bring you on once we start talking football here.
Absolutely.
If you can stick around for a little bit. We're just getting started with the show. So we'll be on towards the end of the hour. If you want to leave and come back in 30 minutes, that's cool. Otherwise, stick around and we'll bring you up shortly.
Yep.
All right.
We've got and we're going out of town tomorrow. So yes. Really
Where are we
excited.
going?
We're going to Paisley Park.
We are going to Paisley Park. Okay.
I'm so excited.
All right. Well, good.
And I'm jealous.
Yeah, so a couple of things. Barb had said it gets easier when I was talking about Alex. We have Cameron checking in. He said, "Good evening, folks. It's Mr. Tripp. Hope your week has been great. We are doing well in Minnesota. Thinking about joining a community sport again. Suggestions for someone who is agile." Okay.
Sam is agile, but not really a sport. I mean, okay, never mind. Probably not what he was looking for.
Also, Thunder Buddy said, "I'm so happy to be here. Love you all.
Thunder.
We love you too."
Thunder's back.
That was we
Thunder-
were listening to him on Jill and
I was
Tony's show.
Just
and
gonna say that.
that was great. So
It was good to hear him get up there and just talk and speak. And then
yeah.
I love how, and here's what happened. Jill and Tony, of course, are on Fireside, and we still do listen to them, even though we're not there. And we love them. They're awesome.
Yes.
And they're having their show. And, I still invite people to the show, and Thunder shows up and he gets on stage.
Yeah, it was
And
great.
he's like talking and going on about, different things about, they were talking about when men talk to each other, do you look each other in the eye? And he gave the psychology of why you don't. And I totally made a blind joke, and Jill did not read it.
I know, right?
Because it's not like I was totally trying to derail their show, but I mean, I was like,
Might have
but she chooses which messages she wants to read to keep them on track. And Jill, great job with that. Anyway,
I need to take lessons from her.
that's all right. When people can derail this show, it actually makes it more fun.
Actually, you're right. It is.
It does make it more fun. Were you done with your day, babe?
Yes, my love. How was your day?
We're not going
Yes,
there.
my day. How was your love? This is what
You
I
almost
said.
did
I
it.
did.
You almost
All right, here's what we're going to do. First, I
What
missed
are
you
we-
guys.
Yes.
All of you, thank you for joining. How was your day? Thank you for coming in. We're going to get to my day shortly. I do have some voice messages. I do want to play those. Kevin, also stick around. We are going to bring you up on the stage here shortly. Cameron, you left a voice message. Then you said, disregard my voice message. So I'll go ahead and do that because I don't know what you said. But in the meantime, I am going to play a message. Here is...
When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Just grab your thunder buddy and say these magic words. You thunder, you can suck my dick. You can't get me thunder because you're just God's farts.
Anyway, here is
That's
Thunder.
her job. What are you doing?
Awesome show that you invited me to, Dave. I definitely got to check it out more often. And Sam, how are you doing? And how was y'all's day? My day was not too bad so far, other than going crazy.
Oh, he left a 1-second message. My money is on Ka-chow. What do you guys think?
I bet it's that.
Let's find out. Hold on.
Oh,
Nope, it wasn't.
oh,
I'm going to put that on a button.
He
Hold
pulled
on.
a Homer Simpson. He said, "No, no."
Oh. I think he was pooping or something.
That's,
Here's one more from him.
oh, and Dave, I appreciate you not wearing a bright ass shirt. I mean, come on, those bright shirts you wear once in a while, they make my eye hurt. They make my eye feel like it's like an acid tripping stage from the 70s. But you probably know all about that, right?
Dude.
Everybody,
the
check it out.
70s, there's...
Boom.
He
did it.
He said Ka-chow or something. He didn't even do it right. He didn't say Ka-chow. He said Chicow. I swear to gosh. Hold on. Hold on.
Thunder Buddy, check it out. Check it out.
Oh,
Yeah, that was messed up.
Chico.
It's a half chicken, half cow.
Brown chicken.
No.
Anyway, that's Thunder. Thunder was also leaving a message on the other show earlier, and he said, he did say exactly that. You look at me in my eye. I left a message for Jill saying, I like it when somebody looks at my eye when they're talking to me, especially when I'm pirate drunk. Because that happens. Dude, when I am pirate drunk, Thunder, we can see probably about the same. That'd be my guess. A couple other messages. Looks like I always forget what I give this. I'm just going to give this guy a new. I think I picked this one for him. Here's Zanzia. I know that's Maze, but whatever.
Dave, come on. We know you just because the time frame we've known you, Dave, you've been off since the day we met you. Never changed.
Yeah, you're
even
right.
though you were off the air. You crazy fuckers.
Dude, really?
Seriously, my week's been it's been hot and sweaty. And I understand exactly what you guys are going through. We see this every year, moving day at college, at work. Lots of parents, it's highly emotional and everything like that, but they see their kids getting everything ready, especially since it was really hot and nasty and stuff, getting things put together.
All right. And another, just because we're going to zip through. We might not even get to all of them, but.
How was my day, honestly? The last couple weeks, it's been a lot. Moving the new students in, dealing with a lot of adaptation and everything like that. And some people, are getting used to their homework, their schedules. Plus, it's been really, really warm and everything. And you just see all the students adapting to their schedule. So if it makes you feel any better, Alex is not alone. So there's a lot of other kids her age going through the same adjustment, Sam. And oops, I dropped the hat.
Drop the hat? Yeah, I don't know. Let's keep going because we gotta
Oh,
go.
And Dave, you said you're the man when it comes to it. What are you, the Big Lebowski of football?
No. No. Hurling over Deep State, checking in with a cool comment. Thank you, sir. And Zanzi again.
And Dave, how am I feeling? I'll tell you how I'm feeling, Dave. My head.
What the hell's going on right now?
I have no idea.
With that smile on my face, I just run the race of my life. That's how I'm feeling now, Dave.
Oh,
how are you?
I love it. He's having driveway beers.
I don't know what
Sounds
that
like
means. Cameron.
Real quick.
Yes, go ahead.
On the back end, Kevin in our private chat
Yes.
on here said, "Love the Purple Rain shirt. My fantasy team was Purple Rain last year and spelled REIG."
Oh, I see what you did there. Kevin.
Yeah.
All right. Here's Juan Rivera. What?
Hey.
Jesus Christ, Dave. That shirt is so purple, makes you want fucking Kool-Aid.
Are you aware, Juan, that they don't have Kool-Aid in Australia?
It blows my mind.
No, that's an actual thing. All right. I might be caught up with voice messages. We have to get to at least one news story. And then, like I said, later on in the show, not that it's going to appeal to everybody, but if you want to learn how to draft a fantasy team, I'm here to teach you. And I can get to that once I get to my day. But do you have any other messages you want to catch up on?
No, I mean, I could read.
If you want, or I could play.
Was that just a general statement you could read?
You could read.
No,
you want to read
sorry.
it backwards?
Hold on.
First off, May did leave us a comment before the show. I'll play a little bit of that, and here was what May
Welcome
said.
to the Unmarried People podcast. Right here, right now, with May the Poet and Exanzia. Starts right now, folks. Oh, wait a minute. This is the wrong show. We did this 2 weeks in a row. This is the Married Couple podcast. Oh, geez. Mistake. Starring Sam I Am, and I am Dave. Oops. Yeah, mistake. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're not going to forgive me for this. And here starts the show with Sam I Am, and I am Dave.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We already
Coming up
started.
right now.
Yes.
Sorry.
We do. And Zanzi, I'm not a Vikings fan. I see that coming across there. Do not do that to me.
However, what
I'm
giggled
gonna change.
at.
I'm gonna change shirts before we actually do the draft. I actually got a new shirt. So, but while we were gone, and
for the record,
yes,
you're actually a Grimace fan.
I am.
And that's Prince and Grimace. Other than that,
McDonald's reference.
You're out on purple.
Mickey D's. I
yeah.
love that.
Old school.
All right, Hurling calling for the news. We're gonna get to that shortly. Here's May one more time.
Apologize. For what, goddammit? What did I do wrong? I got confused. I'm about to get confused once in a while, aren't I? I mean, geez, you guys did 2 shows in 2 weeks, and it stopped here because they're back, and then I got confused, and it's not even sticking to the original script anymore, folks. This is not this script.
Yeah, but it's previously other programming, and we go back to other programs when the show continues.
You mean we got previous programming situation here? What kind of fucking bullshit is this?
Excuse your language?
No.
Okay. Apologize?
Okay, I'm sorry, Sam and Dave, for the message I left before the show. I got confused. I apologize. I realized after it was sent that it was a big boo-boo. And I'll never fucking do it again.
Oh, whoa.
Well, that was heartfelt.
Was it really?
You doing that?
And what's this like? Back to previous programming stuff. We're back to the.
Here's what it is. While we were gone, it was kind of like a spinoff. It was the Unmarried Couple Podcast. They did it on a different platform, and it was Zanzi and May doing a show. We listened to the parts of the first one. I didn't hear the second one at all. I apologize, but we had shit to do. We were off. So anyway, sweetheart, what did you ask me? I forgot.
How was your day?
It was good. Here's based
good.
on her just swearing right now. Here's what happened this morning. I get to work, and one of the drivers who had been waiting, and I hesitate to bring this up, but I'm going to, was waiting for a load, and he's mid-trip. So he had left his, taken a load from where he lives to somewhere, and then he's going to turn around and then take a load back. But he was waiting to be assigned the load, and he wasn't assigned it for like an hour. And so he's starting to get frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
So he decides it would be fun to sit there on his little iPad or phone or something and just send, I'm ready for a load. I'm ready for a load. I'm ready for a load. 175 times, which show up on my computer when I get there. So when I get there, I have 175 messages from a dude who's frustrated, and I get it, because he's waiting for his load to be assigned so he can go back home. He's been waiting too long. He's right. Yet his response to the way he did it, I didn't really appreciate. So here's what I did.
What did you do, my love?
Well, I deleted the first 50. And then I went, no, that's not going to work. So I sent him the load 125 times. Which goes, ding, your load's here. Ding, your load's here for, I don't know, 40 minutes as he's driving back with his load. So then I called him and I said, hey, so-and-so, I think we might have had a computer malfunction earlier. And he goes, no, we didn't. I go, okay. So what you're telling me is you're just childish and I'm a babysitter now. That's not going to happen. Don't ever do that to me again. We had a discussion. By the end of the discussion, I'll just jump to the end. By the end of the discussion, he was laughing at what I was saying. He apologized to me multiple times. I guess I might have used a bad word once. I don't really know. I might have. I don't really think I did, but somebody said, you got pretty intense with him.
You did.
I might have. I don't know. And if I did, I feel bad about that because that's not professional.
No, it's not. But the industry that you work in,
it was so fun. Anyway, go on.
The industry that you work in is really kind of, I mean, it's a little bit more accepted because you have to speak to your client, which is your driver, as if they would speak to you, and you have to speak their language, and otherwise you may not get that rapport or
anytime
respect.
The respect that anytime that you talk to somebody who is upset, you kind of almost have to match their tone.
Mirror and match. Yes.
Mirror and match. I used to teach this. Mirror and match, but then only so you can bring it down, which is exactly what I did.
Right.
And honestly, he is a good dude. And we ended the conversation perfect. And I said, you want to work with me, not against me, right? And he goes, yeah. All right. And so, we're buddies now.
Yeah.
Secondly, here's backing up. We had a fantasy football draft, hence the reason for this show. We're doing another fantasy football draft tonight live shortly, as soon as we get through, I don't know, some messages and whatever. And we've got 35 minutes before that starts. But we did fantasy hurling is awesome.
Yes.
Here's the other thing you might have noticed. We're not reading every single written message
just kind of putting them up.
We're putting them up so you guys can see
we're
them.
gonna read through it, but Brent was checking in.
Is he checking in from the volleyball game? 92,000 people I saw there.
I can't see my monitor.
So we might have to say some shit.
You don't have a monitor, Ed McMahon. Here's what else happened. We had a fantasy football league draft.
Yes.
And one of the main reasons, here's what happened a while ago. I used to run the league that we just drafted in.
Yes, you did.
And I enjoy doing fantasy football. I really do. But one of the main reasons I enjoy it is because you can there's so much you can do it.
There's a lot of strategy.
There's a lot of strategy. There's a lot. Now, there are some people that are brand new to fantasy football. And if you're brand new, I'm here to teach you later on how to actually do it for real. But the league that I used to run, I've turned over. and our friend Joe is running that league. He's doing a great job. I don't want to take away from that, but the actual league itself, let's be real. You remember, because you were there, we actually turned our league into a keeper league.
Yeah.
We ran with it for 1 year and kind of didn't do much. And then the second year, we kind of really started strategizing and playing. And to where when we drafted that second year, we had like, we didn't even pick the last 5 rounds because we had already traded away and gotten higher picks.
Yeah, it was fun.
And everybody was really mad because all summer long, I was reaching out to everybody. I'm reaching out going, hey, I'll trade you this player who I knew we weren't going to keep for your 6th round draft pick. And I got some takers on that. And then I take that 6th round draft pick plus a different player and trade it for a different player. So the keeper league, by the time it came to the actual draft, we had like 6 picks all in the first, I don't know, 8 rounds. And people were really mad because we had drafted our entire team and they still had four rounds left to draft. And they said, that's not fair. And I said, well, it is fair because you guys all understood the freaking rules when we started. It's just that some people don't understand. Well, they understood the rules. They knew the rules, but
they knew them. They didn't understand them, I believe.
I think that's probably accurate. Here's another rule that most people don't get. You asked me the question about this upcoming draft tonight. And you said, are we going to draft our starters? And then are we going to then go and draft our... No, because that's not how drafts fucking work. Anybody?
Shit.
No.
Tell me how you really feel.
That's not how drafts fucking work. Here's why that works for some people. Here's who those drafts work for. People that don't do their fucking homework and don't know how to actually draft. One of the most fun parts of any fantasy football league is planning for that draft and getting ready for it and going and figuring out which players you're going to take and then watching a player drop and nobody noticed him. Why isn't he picked yet? And they've been able to pick him before other people do. And people get pissed during the draft because you took him right before. But instead, what has happened to the draft we just did is that we drafted 3 times in one night. We're going to go ahead and draft. Hi, Red Rose. We're going to go ahead and draft our starters. And then we're going to go ahead and draft our bench. And then they, in the middle of the draft, reversed it and threw it in there. Anyway, here's what I can say. I know how to draft. Sweetheart, I've taught you how to draft. You know how to draft. There are multiple people on the league that we just drafted that really know how to draft. It's annoying that we have to just the people that just buy a book or print some shit and then show up to the draft and be like, oh, it's not fair because you take 4 running backs in a row. Guess what? If I take 4 running backs in a row, must mean I don't have any wide receivers. So fuck me over that way. Don't get mad because you can't draft a running back when you should have. Oh. Anyway, I might be a little pissed at that, but guess what?
Tell me,
it's whatever.
Seriously, babe.
You know what? These people have been doing this for 8 years. You'd think they'd know how the game actually works and not have to switch the damn rules
104 episodes.
Just because they're pissed because I know how to fucking draft. Anyway, Brent, hi, nice to see you. You're not one of the ones.
Guess what?
And
we don't talk politics. We don't talk religion, but god damn it, we're going to talk fucking the draft.
Your ass on fantasy football.
Yeah.
We have a basic fun. We might as well just, all right, everybody first round, draft your quarterback. Everybody second round, go ahead and draft your wide receiver. Yeah, fuck that. Learn how to play the game. Now, I'm done.
Are you sure?
I think we might have messages.
Do you need a smoke break?
I might. You want to take this?
Hold
I
on.
don't, you need a rub and tug? What you need right now? Because you're fucking wound.
Thunder said, hey, Dave, how are you? Tell us how you really feel. Also, Brent said, I'll take running back all day. That's why I picked 2 in a row.
Damn
yes.
right. You know what? If you left the running back and we're drafting in a normal league, I will take my 3rd and 4th running back just to screw you over. That's part of the fun of it. Don't get mad. Don't change the rules. Just learn how to freaking play.
Right.
Anyway. All right. I'm over it.
Dave and I are going to go get a couple manicures.
I need a pedicure. Sweetheart, I'm going to do a couple. Then you got to tell your news story. And then we're going to bring up our guests. And then we're going to do some other shit. Here's May.
Can I I actually do this within a minute? I'm not sure. 2 weeks ago, we had torrential downstorm here on the 18th of August. The 19th, I worked. The 20th, I came down with an acute case of pneumonia, a couple of spots of it here and there. Had to call off from work. I was supposed to go back last Thursday, didn't go back on Saturday either. I'm doing fine now. Now it's back to a respiratory infection with antibiotics that really, for the life of me, don't work for shit. All the coughing, all the sneezing, all the sore throat stuff is back, and I have to go back to work on Saturday and have to deal with this. So I still have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then I go back Saturday for a short shift, and then I'm back on Labor Day, which starts September, which holy shit, birthday's getting closer. Let's not talk about that yet. But yeah, that was the quick wrap of the 2 weeks. And now back to the show.
Looks like we're drafting.
Sweet.
Hold on.
Looks like we're drafting what? I just want somebody else to leave a message so I can see who I pissed off that they said, "God damn, Dave, I'm out." Or you could just tell me, who did I piss off?
I don't know.
Oh, it's Rock. Never mind, you son of a bitch.
All right, we're gonna have to. So he said draft order is up. Looks
Draft
like,
order's up. Awesome.
Rounds 1 through. Hold on.
Don't say 29.
No. 15 were 7th, and then I'm
What?
sorry, I'm wrong.
All right. How about we worry about it in 15 minutes
Yep.
When it becomes closer?
I'm just
Because right
nervous
now-
about this whole goddamn thing.
Don't be
Why
nervous.
are you nervous?
It's a fantasy football
I
draft.
know,
We know how
because
to
I
do
have
this.
to have technology. That's why.
And honestly, I did go in and put the first 30 picks in. So if they go in order and it does without us, it's fine. Here we do have another couple voice messages.
Mhm.
Let me get to these and then we'll do your
Yeah.
I don't know. You got a news story, right?
Yeah.
All right, here. Hold on. This is that's all we can do. Otherwise, we get canceled in Russia. Here's Rocksteady.
Hey guys, how you going? Yeah, sorry I haven't tuned in earlier yet, but just tuning in now for a little bit on the way to an appointment for my daughter. My daughter in the back. How was your day?
How was your day?
Very good, love. My day's pretty good. Do you know why? Because we've got this going on. Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba.
I did not tell him to do that, but apparently,
Never show them your weaknesses,
his
folks.
kids
Never show
love
them your
that.
weaknesses.
They do.
I love that. Mark Ashby, which is Thunder. What's up?
Hey.
Note to self, don't make Dave mad about fantasy football. And the dope was about because my eyeball popped out as I was hitting the ball. It took me a good minute to find it, and it was on top of my phone the whole time. So yeah, Thunder buddy, chicken out, ka-chow, 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 ka-chow.
I don't know if he was serious,
If he wasn't,
but I kind of hope he was. Even if he wasn't, that's hilarious. And if he, oh man,
love it.
Because I get the visual of his eye popping out and rolling across the floor. Thunder, you get a half
Right?
visual of that. Yeah, that's the noise. Here's Zanzia.
Dude, that's awesome that you know how to draft. I mean, after all, I can understand that, man. But I mean, you've got to be a really awesome driver, man, especially if you can get that wind to really make your car go around those turns.
Yes, NASCAR reference.
I see what you did there.
Tonight's show brought to you by Captain Morgan Malibu Rum Dave? ?
It is. Actually, it is. Tonight's show is not brought to you by Malibu and Captain earlier. She's drinking Captain now. But all the rest of my comments and our draft is going to be brought to you by Captain Morgan and Malibu.
I'm trying to slow play so I can actually think
And
straight.
rookies that don't know how to
need
draft.
to. It's fine. We're good. Here is Zanzia one more time.
How was your day? Draft round 1. Fight.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was actually
Turtling
really good.
says, Sam, great fingers.
I love how you read that completely.
I mean, that's why I had to put it up there.
Here's what I do want to mention also about we're gonna fast forward and then your news story here. I forgot this about the day.
Oh, Bob Barker.
Bob Barker died. And
R.I.P.
then oh yeah, my fault. And then tonight we're doing this. Yeah, and then tomorrow we're going. Yeah, exactly. Hold on. No, that's for
the wrong
Halloween.
one.
Here it is, right here. Exactly.
I'm so fucking excited.
Hi, Poppy.
That's how excited she is.
That's actually how excited I was. Fuck that.
Oh, real quick.
Yes.
Up here. Thunder Buddy says, "Oh my God, Sam got the sound down." LOL.
That's
She's practiced a couple times.
that's freaking hilarious.
Yep.
So anyway, I did not mean to derail the show. We've got some shit going on, but my fault. It's not. We're fine. Sam, news story?
Sure.
That's why Erling's been there
I
the
know.
entire time. Go.
That's what we do.
And then after that, we'll bring up a guest if we still have one.
Yeah,
All right.
I think he's still here. So a Tampa woman fulfills her childhood dream of becoming a stripper just like her mom.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Well, what?
Pictures
So,
or it didn't happen.
I can only think this name is Sabrina, Sebrena,
Okay.
of Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, it is.
She's had a dream, and when she was 14, her mom, a former exotic dancer, gave her some old clothes to try on. That's when she knew she had to follow in her mom's footsteps.
Yes, she did.
And enter into the
Seriously.
family business. 6 years later, at 20, she bought a pole, a pair of pleaser heels, and 2 dancer outfits.
Yes, she did.
After practicing for 2 days straight, she auditioned for a club in Clearwater. Her audition became her first night's work, and she took home $300 that
What?
first night.
2 whole days she
Yeah.
practiced?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not.
It must be in her blood.
It's not hard. So I never
But
stripped,
no,
but whatever.
$300
Anyway,
bucks.
yeah, $300 fucking her
I could
first
use
night.
$300 right now.
Now
We should get
she's
a pole.
23 years old, and Sabrina works only 10 to 25
Mm.
hours a week on the pole, on the stage, and in private rooms, making up to $10,000 a
Yes, she
night.
does.
Do you have a video?
No,
Okay,
it
never
just
mind.
it doesn't
My
show
fault.
her
You did
dancing.
say
That's
that.
what I
I-
said.
It
I just
shows
really
her
want it now.
money. So we're good with that. Her mom, Sherry, danced in clubs in Pennsylvania in the 90s, but had to give up her profession 2 years before Sabrina was born due to a car accident. Mom told Sabrina about all of her cool adventures as an exotic dancer. When Sabrina got to try on those outfits when she was 14, she knew she was hooked.
At 14, come on, bro.
I mean, I've made the mistake of sharing too much with my oldest. I get it.
yeah.
So, how did she learn how to work men and get big tips? YouTube, because everybody learns things on YouTube.
For sure. You said tips, yes.
Yeah.
Tips, yes.
Okay.
You can learn anything on YouTube.
Yeah, anything. She now pays her salary pays her bills, allowing her to afford a 2-bedroom apartment in Tampa, and she fully paid off her Volkswagen Passat. I actually looked up apartment, the average price I know of an apartment in Tampa. It's like $1,900 for a 2-bedroom apartment in Tampa. So she's making enough to pay that rent.
Yeah.
She goes, although making this kind of money seems kind of great, she says she does caution against this lifestyle. It's not for everyone. She does get some strange requests, and people will at times step over bounds. But the money. I mean,
It's all about the
it's
money.
worth it. So
You know what the best part about the money is? You can actually fucking do math.
right.
I'm making over $300 a night. Over a full
Yes.
month.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can
How
afford
much does that add to?
$1,900 in
Yes,
doesn't
okay.
matter.
She makes like $10,000 a night.
10,000
now?
even better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
why
Yeah,
does she
gets?
I don't
she's
know why
got
she has a
real
Passat.
huge tips. She's got real huge tips every night, and she does a lot of pole work.
I wish
But
we should put Nunya on camera
And for the
this.
record, her mother's name was Cherry.
not Sherry, and actually from Pennsylvania. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
No, I don't know her.
But kudos to Sabrina for living the dream, keeping up with the family business, and making her mama proud.
It's Sabrina.
Yes, it must be,
Yes.
because
Has to
otherwise
be.
I'm going to cut you saying I'm going to make a little button that says kudos to Sabrina for making her mama proud. And we're going to play it every week because
Yeah.
your daughter's name is Sabrina.
It
Not the
is.
same one. Not the same
No.
one.
It's Sabrina.
It's gotta be.
Because you are not from
Well-
Pennsylvania. Your name is not Cherry.
All right, so we have. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi, Pappy.
Anyway, what?
We've
How you
got
doing?
some. Brent said, "Did James know how to draft? Wasn't he at the bottom of our
Were
league
you
for
in
a while?"
our fantasy football? You weren't in.
No.
No.
James doesn't
James
like
doesn't
fake
do that.
football.
No, Jim.
No,
Drunk
and
neighbor was.
when I do it, I fucking win the whole thing.
Actually-
same way with poker tournaments.
and
when I join in,
volleyball and
I
all
win the
that
whole
shit.
thing.
Yeah, you do.
I always win the whole thing.
Hurdling said stripper story. We have. Should I also pole vaulted and never made $300?
Wow.
Does she have a YouTube channel too?
I
I think
know.
she's on TikTok.
We
by
should,
the way.
we should post
Um,
that.
I will have to Google
Sam,
what pole vaulting is.
Sam, great news, Sam. Okay.
Just he did half
Yes.
of it.
And then.
Cameron.
All right.
said,
Yeah, Cameron. So.
We'll let everybody read that.
Yes.
And here's Thunder.
Oh, I was serious. Damn serious. Every once in a while, it just pops out. One time, it popped out when I went pee. Yeah, I had to wash it several times before I put it back in, and it still smelled like asparagus.
Dude, I am clipping these for the opening of our next show, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know. All right.
Sorry, I didn't hear it, and then I heard it, and I was like, "Holy fuck, that's great!"
Here's Zanzia, and then
And
call up
gross.
whichever guest you want.
Sam said she danced for 2 days. She probably got tips from her mom, but you did say it wasn't hard. It's not hard. The stripper dancing after 2 days on a pole, and it's not hard.
Yeah.
I don't see how she made $300 then in a day. But yeah, and for 10,000, if she's making 10,000 a week, too many simps.
A night.
Wow.
10,000.
It's all those private.
I had a
dances.
dream.
That was it.
10,000 a night, and she's super stoked about her $1,900 a month apartment.
I know.
All right. Should we wait, I have one request from somebody who it's Cameron again. We'll accept this. And from a different device. All right. Cameron, go ahead and send in a voice message from a different device, and I'll accept that. Here's Thunder one more time, and then whoever we got.
Yeah, I'm serious about it. Sometimes it just pops out for no reason. One time it popped out when I was out to eat, and somebody goes, "Oh my god, the food's making your eyes pop out!" And she ran off screaming.
That did
It's
not
pretty
happen.
funny.
That did not happen. That part of it did not happen. Sweetheart, do we still have somebody waiting to be a guest?
Yes, he's
Bring him up.
there. Make sure he's ready.
Hopefully you're ready. Let's bring him up and find out.
Oh, I gotta.
Kevin, if you're available, you can either come to video, audio. You can stay off of video or not. There he
Hey,
is.
hello.
Hey. I just want to do something to start off the show. I know you're going to Minnesota and you were enjoying the purple rain t-shirts. So
That we are.
Yeah, I did.
He's actually doing that.
I know.
It gets pretty loud in this house on football Sundays for sure.
Dude,
Especially with all the scoring by the Vikings.
Whatever. There's Gordon. Gordon says, "Hi, Kevin."
Hey,
Is Gordon in the league?
Gordon is in the league. He's
Hey.
joining the podcast with us, and he's already talking
Nice.
shit about the Jaguars.
Well, you can talk as much shit as you want. You better pick Trevor Lawrence first, because that's what we're doing. We're not
It wouldn't
really.
be- it wouldn't be a bad pick. Wouldn't be a bad pick at all.
It's going to be a great pick. He also says, "Go Chiefs." Oh, I don't like either of you, actually.
I clicked it.
I gotta give it to Gordon. He does. He is a true hard Chiefs fan. He lives in Kearney, Nebraska, and he does travel and goes to the games like quite frequently. So
I travel and go to those games when the Jaguars lose there every time.
We've
Until
been there
this year.
twice together.
And
Yeah.
they lose every time. I gotta switch shirts. Keep this going, guys.
All right.
I don't think you should switch shirts at all, Dave.
Fuck you, Kevin. I can still hear you.
I would keep that Prince purple
So,
all night long.
I'm also bringing a sponsor to the show.
Okay.
It's my own mix of mixology of drinks. If you want anything made, I can make it for you. This one happens to be peach cobbler. I mixed this up for the weekend, Labor Day weekend, and oh my gosh, I think my ears are turning red already.
What's in it?
Well,
Or is it proprietary?
I will tell you that it's peach juice, big old industrial size can of peaches, and I don't have a still in my house, so I just dump in a bunch of Everclear. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Everclear.
Kind of like apple pie, only
Yeah.
peach cobbler.
Hey,
I get it.
drink-
very, very similar with some vanilla and cinnamon.
Ooh.
Drink a bunch of that before the draft, Kevin. Or did you already set your draft?
This one I couldn't fit into a mason jar, so I just had to pour it for myself. So.
Oh, well, there you go. Is your draft already preset, or are you drafting live?
No, I'm a fly by the seat kind of guy. I'm never prepared. I like to go off of feeling and what's happening around me. So I'm ready to go. I think I'm 7th, 9th.
I don't know.
9th.
No, you're not. Are you Captain Kirk?
Yes,
yes.
Captain
Okay.
Kirk. Did you guys like the quarterback show? Did you guys watch that on Netflix?
I
No,
started
Dave
it.
did, yeah.
I started it, but I don't like any of the quarterbacks, so I didn't. I also did not finish. I also didn't finish the Jets HBO show because I don't like the Jets, and I
I'll never watch it.
I really dislike them more actually once I watched it, so that was good.
I mean, usually Hard Knocks has the opposite effect on us. Like, we even watched the Cowboys on there, and I was like,
Right.
oh, I don't hate it as bad. I don't hate the Cowboys as bad, even though I really don't like the Cowboys, but I like their players and things like that. The Jets, I'm like, fucking Aaron Rodgers is a douche.
Oh, yes.
He is
He's even more of a douche after you watch it.
such a douche. Hey, I mean,
Douche magoosh.
yes. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm really worried about this draft,
Dude,
by the way.
Dude
I
switched
guess-
switched his name to God Hates Jags. Stop that, dude. He literally did that. They don't, dude. She doesn't hate Jags. God, what a dick.
Did
I didn't know this guy
anybody
is.
go to the Air Show this weekend in Lincoln, Nebraska?
No, I
No.
probably should have. I would have been able to see my kid down there.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got a lot of sun, but
Yeah.
it was a good time for sure.
That's awesome.
All right, so we're at 10 minutes to the draft. Kevin, what is your recommendation for this draft? You actually made the points a little bit different for this draft. You told me the other day.
Very, very,
Yeah.
very strategically. I got tired of the dual threat quarterbacks and getting so many points off of running and throwing touchdowns. So I'm going to make it a lot more even for everybody else.
Oh, so kind of like drafting 3 drafts in one draft. You just change the rules to suit the way you fucking draft. You're a dick.
Hey, I give every opportunity for the 4th place, which is out of the money. They can change any of the point rules for next year.
Oh no, let's not go too far.
Within reason.
We're gonna have to have up to a league vote still.
So is this going to be a keeper league?
It will be a keeper league. Yes.
Oh,
Well, people don't like that.
we like that.
careful.
Well, it will add a little more competition, a little more fun.
Did you get to hear my rant?
I did hear most of them. I did.
Okay.
What was the biggest rant of the guy that the 175 messages?
Oh no, that was fun. You probably heard me from your seat at work.
I mean, I know everybody can hear me from my seat for sure.
Well, I could when I sat across from me. I can't anymore. All right, here's the deal. Let's get back to this draft thing. We've got a few minutes before we do that. Are you going to stay on with us during the draft? Or
I don't think I'll be able to, because I will tell you what, I've been trying to keep my phone charging while I'm
fine with
streaming and on the drafting, and it's not going very well. So
okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and let you go, but let everybody in the league know if they want to see our draft room, if they want to see the war room, we're gonna tell exactly our plan. We're gonna tell, oh, I bet this person does that. I'm hoping that because it's a computer draft, I'm hoping most people are there, because I don't like it when people aren't there and it just goes auto, and then you have to pay attention to who got picked, and then you got 2 minutes to scratch them all out and then go from there. So hopefully invite everybody to see what's going on.
I think there was only 2 people not in the draft as of just a few minutes ago, but I'm trying to hit them up real quick. But thank you for having me a guest on your show. It was fun. I've never done this before live, so it's all cool. And I just want to shout out to the Nebraska Cornhuskers women's volleyball team and all the support of Nebraska for breaking the all-world record for attendance in a women's sporting event. 92,003. That's crazy. That's insane. But we own that. We own that. Woo!
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome. I did see something online like regular women's volleyball, like nobody in the court, on the court, and in the stands, and then Nebraska and the whole thing full, and it is pretty great. So Kevin, you'll also have to be on here again as we go throughout the season. Maybe we have you on and we talk about how great the week has been or not, you know what I mean? What people are doing. I think it'd be fun to have you on again.
Or how you kicked our ass, even though I really know how to draft.
I would love to talk not about work. So,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey, all right.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Go get ready for the draft. And we've got a few minutes. We've got like 5 minutes before that, sweetheart. We got time for either you to read messages or tell another news story or go ahead.
I've been putting news stories up, or not news stories.
Messages
I've been putting
up.
messages up as we go, just hurdling and Gordon and things. So I do have, I found it. Okay, so let's do this news story just real quick. It won't take long. I found a news story, and because we're going on vacation, I thought it was apropos. It says how often you need a vacation to prevent premature death. Says an overwhelming research. So there's been a study done that said on average, America left 9.5 days of vacation on the table. That was back in 2021. It just may seem like a few extra days at your desk, but the consequences can creep up on you over time. Not taking time off from work to go on vacation or simply rest can lead to overwork and burnout. So here's why vacations are essential to your health. Just like athletes, we need to, vacations are vital for our health. Athletes need to take a break. You can't work out every day of the week. You need, at least a rest day in between. They say the sweet spot is 3 weeks of vacation every year. However, any time off really will reset your clock. They started doing this study back in 1974. A 40-year study conducted by the European Society of Cardiology found that people who take less than 3 weeks of vacation in a year have a 37% greater risk of premature death. And here's the real kicker. The elevated risk is in spite of living otherwise healthy life. So these people could work out every fucking day, very healthy, don't drink, don't smoke, nothing. And they still have a 37% higher because they don't take time for themselves.
Because they work all the damn time.
Yes.
Okay.
So this began again in 1974. I've said that 3 times now. I do apologize.
You're fine.
But they had a control group, and for the first 5 years, the intervention group is the ones who lived the healthier lives. They showed a 46% lower risk of heart disease. But after a 15-year follow-up, they had found that the premature death rates had risen among the intervention group, which had lived a healthier life, faster than in the control group. So long story short is basically having the stress and not taking vacation and whatever really can fuck up your health. People who take the right amount, or it says people who spread out 2 weeks of annual vacation over 5 short breaks had a 24% lower risk of metabolic syndrome. Meaning, and it even said that people who take the right amount of vacation are way less. They, even though they may not work out as much as the people that, work out all the time, but take no time off. I think you and I have really tried to take all the time off.
Especially lately and especially going forward. I don't have
Yes.
as much vacation at my work now.
Right,
But it is
but
important.
It is very
And
important.
I don't want to die 37% prematurely. See, sweetheart, I do listen.
Yes, good job. No, I'm just saying, I just found it really interesting. It says, take a long weekend, make sure you have that time to decompress, even if you don't go anywhere.
Agreed.
Take the time. The people don't feel bad about missing work. Take the time, even though your company doesn't want you to do that. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
seriously. And, your company, if they don't want you to do it, you know what? They have no idea.
No idea.
Absolutely what you really need. All right. Guys,
I don't know. I know it's not a news
you
story I
take your
normally
time
do.
because you're the one drafting, by the way. So
I have 2 minutes.
Okay, well, take your 2 minutes. If you want help, I'll get Nunya over there to help you.
Mhm.
Time off is important.
Yes.
Take your vacation, people. Gordon, thanks for joining. Also, spread it. Anybody who's in our league that wants to get a look at what we're doing in the background, we're gonna no holds barred. We're gonna tell you who we're gonna pick and why your pick is stupid, or why it's good, or what. Yeah, I mean, and if you take who I just said because you were listening, then great job.
Right.
So let everybody in the league know. Now, if you get in here and you're listening to us, you need to like and subscribe. That's really why we're doing
Yes,
this.
please do this.
We don't care about the money, or really even if we win, but we are going to teach you how to draft.
He's a whole ass
which
liar.
we'll do
Yes, we do.
shortly. When AC joins, because he wants to, let's invite him in and bring him in.
Have you sent him a link?
I did. AC, I sent you a link, so hopefully you can get that. We'd love for you to come in and be commentary on what's going on with the draft. Also, if you want to put the draft up, we can
I
be
will do
small.
that. We have
And it
AC.
sounds like AC's here.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
I
gonna-
have I have a minute, right?
I hope. Do you need to go do something
I
real
have
quick?
to go pee.
Well, are we third?
We're 7th.
Oh, we're 7th. You got time. Go.
Okay.
Hurry though.
All right. Hey, AC.
All
Talk
right.
to Dave.
AC, what's up? I got a couple messages to play here, Zanzia.
Guys,
Hey, what's up?
oh,
Come back
by the
in
way, what did one Jedi say to the other Jedi after the first Jedi hit the second Jedi with a bucket of water? Ahsoka. Have a good night, guys.
Ahsoka.
Good
So
luck.
good to you too, sir.
You're no
Don't lose
Jedi
any
yet.
friends over a draft.
You're not a Jedi yet. What's going on, guys? How are you? This is
we're-
impromptu.
We're good. Yeah, it's kind of impromptu. I sent you a message and you got it like 2 minutes ago, and here you are jumping on. So
Here I am. Here, let me fix my background so it's cooler. How about that?
Oh, I love it. I don't even
Football
have
action.
a football background, so
That's okay.
but yeah, we're about ready to do a live draft. I think it starts now,
Hey, buddy.
or like in 1 minute. Yeah, so
I just had a fantasy football draft myself. Hey, everybody in the crowd, by the way, hello.
oh, and it actually starts now. So
How was y'all's
actually,
day?
Sam's actually drafting, so hopefully we can tell who goes first. So the draft has started. Sam's back. Did James leave us, or what's he
He
doing?
went downstairs.
Oh, I was hoping somebody just
Hello.
help me. You want to help?
I
Here's
got
your job. TJ's here. She's gonna just mark off players as they get picked. And they're each marked their quarterback, running
All right,
back.
we're sharing-
All
we're
right,
sharing
so
the
we're going to
screen.
share that screen. AC, Sam knows how to draft.
I'm sure she does.
And we're going to find out right now because I've taught her, and she's going to go ahead and draft. Now, the majority of them I've already set up. So hopefully, and I haven't seen the NFL draft. We usually do the ESPN one. So hopefully this works. And Sam, you just pay attention to the actual draft.
Mhm.
And me and AC will just converse. And if you have a question, like what should we do next, then you just let us know. Is that good?
Yeah, so my whole thing is it's just showing here that it's the I think I'm on the right page, but
Okay.
I don't know where we need to go.
We have to
Well-
you have to enter your draft. That would. So you,
But where? That's my point.
Well, and I thought it had already come up. So let's. I'm going to send a message.
Should I go to home?
Or camera.
Oh,
No, not camera.
Enter live draft. I got it.
There you go.
Woo!
All right. So
Step one complete.
who's
Step
been
one.
picked already?
Oh, shite. We've
Because we
got,
started. Who's gone? Who got picked first, second, third? Where are we at?
I don't know how to look at this.
You're killing me.
Round
Did
pick.
you enter-
Run. Okay, so shite. Come over here and look at
All
this.
right. I'll be right there. All right.
So once you enter the live draft, you'll be able to see the draft board, who's gone.
Right.
and-
I don't
Yep.
know. Okay.
All right. So we're on.
Oh, here we go. Show drafted. That's a good thing. I don't know who any of these people picked.
Okay. So we're on us, and we're
No, we're
showing
not on
drafted.
us.
So it's going with our next.
We're 5
one.
picks away.
All right. So first was Kelsey. All right. They did good. Then was
Okay.
Wait,
McCaffrey,
what?
then was Eckler.
First pick was Kelsey.
It was, and I'll explain why that was
Why?
shortly.
Is it a keeper league?
No, wait.
it is
Or was
actually.
It? No, it says you're 5 picks away.
Yes, we're 5 picks away.
Yep.
The first
You're
pick
up in
wasn't
5
Kelsey.
picks.
All right. The first pick hasn't happened yet.
Picks are in. Jay Jefferson, Minnesota.
All right.
Okay, so now we're
No, never mind. First pick wasn't Kelsey. I don't know. How to read
round
this yet.
1, pick 3. Or
So you might want to
got-
share. You might want to share the
Watch
screen you're looking at because we
last
don't
ones
see that.
happened.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Let's do that
Mhm.
and share.
Together, we're going to climb this mountain.
Yes, please. Jay Chase. Now Dirty Birds are up, which is
McCaffrey's
the,
gone. Yeah, and you got Tyreek Hill. Is this a PPR league? Meaning, is this a point per reception?
Yes, it is.
yes.
It is. Okay, so remember, you get an extra point for the reception. So you're looking at guys who are going to want to catch the ball a lot. Like CMC's great because he's going to do both rush and he's going to catch passes out of the backfield. Hopefully,
I
make
just need
some.
to see the ones that have been drafted. How do I see that? I can't see that on there.
I don't know. It says show ones that have been drafted, and I see nothing
Well, all
here.
right. I want to see the actual.
Okay, see the
all I
top
see
there.
all I see is our page. So, all right, great. You guys can see
Do I
what
click
we
there?
are. Yes, do that, please. Draft board.
That's it.
Perfect.
Ta-da!
Kelsey did go first.
Yeah, Jefferson Hill.
And then Justin Jefferson, then Tyreek Hill, then Chase.
Okay,
Jamar-
so we're on the
Jamar
clock
Chase.
now.
All right.
It's us.
So,
Uh-oh.
perfect.
Okay.
Then, all right. Then let's see the draft board
So
again.
you see Tyreek Hill is gone already. So
Mhm.
Austin Eckler's already gone.
Right.
So if it's your pick, go back to the draft board, and then you're going to pick someone who's not those top guys.
There you go.
Your team is now on the clock.
Okay, so here.
Oh boy. Okay, and then so you get CeeDee Lamb. Christian McCaffrey's gone.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Not sorry.
So
right.
and then you get CeeDee Lamb, Derek Henry.
Yes.
Not Jamar Chase. You got Josh Jacobs down there who just signed his 1-year deal, so he's back on the Raiders.
Here.
You're gonna, yeah, you're gonna do that
Okay.
one.
We got Henry.
Derrick Henry.
All right, I think that's how it went. Keep
King
on the
Henry.
draft board for the
King
moment.
Henry's off the board.
What I need you to do is tell Nuno over here,
Okay.
Go to the tight end sheet, which is marked.
Mm.
Actually,
I got.
Mhm.
who's got?
how to read things.
All right,
Ugh,
go to the
geez
tight end
Louise.
sheet and get rid of Kelsey because he's gone. He did go first. I'll explain shortly why that happened. And
Right.
I'll be right back. You got this. baby.
Okay. I guess I have this.
I'll be
Somebody
right
let Dan Rod in. I think he's
Oh,
waiting to
yep.
in.
I will do that. Thank you.
Dan Rall.
Hey, Dan Rod.
All right.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Good.
What up?
I'm trying to fucking learn how to. I know how to draft, but this version of drafting on the fly.
It's different.
It is.
It's different here. I use
Oh.
Yahoo mostly, and then I have an ESPN draft coming up Saturday.
But we just did ESPN, but we actually do like the stickers on the board.
Oh, you actually do the board? Wow.
Yeah, it's
Old school.
I enjoy it.
That's what this is. With all the where's Tyreek Hill?
Diggs, shoot, got drafted.
Diggs is gone. So think about it. So when you go back to your team, you can actually
Mhm.
see how you're building it.
Right.
And you already got King Henry. So you probably, I mean, what's your strategy? Is your strategy going to go another running back, or do you think you should take the best wide receiver left?
We'll probably do running backs first.
Running backs first. That's good.
These two are very running back heavy fantasy
are.
football players. If I know anything about these two,
We do.
All right.
Oh,
There's
shit,
the snake.
okay.
There's the snake.
CeeDee
The
Lamb,
snake. CeeDee
okay.
Lamb is gone.
Shoot.
Tony Pollard is starting running back from the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. Pollard.
Interesting. Not sure he's worthy of a 12th overall pick in a draft, but why not?
I actually kept him in my league last, and I lost a 7th round pick for that. So
yeah, 7th round, good value there. Remember, he's coming off a bad ankle break in that divisional round loss to the 49ers.
Yep.
As a Cowboys fan, hoping big things for Tony Pollard and CeeDee Lamb. I see 2 Cowboys in the 2nd round.
Mm-hmm.
Take a flyer on Ezekiel Elliott in the 2nd round. Why not?
I was thinking, yeah, right. Just, but I was thinking about you, Dan. Right when I kept him, I was like, oh man, he's gonna like this value.
Yeah, the 7th round value. You're hoping for good things, and it'll be interesting to see because obviously Kellen Moore out as OC, Mike McCarthy taking over. How will they try and use Tony Pollard?
If Travis Etienne is still on the board, I would take a look at him. They're going to run him hard.
Etienne?
Not telling you what to do, just saying that it's something to look at.
Oh no, I get
Josh
you.
Jacobs not off the board as far as I can see. I'm on the phone, so I can't really see the board that well. But Josh Jacobs could be an interesting one. Trying to prove it with the Las Vegas Raiders there.
Yeah, I wouldn't go wrong. You wouldn't go wrong with Josh Jacobs for sure. I mean, he was a top running back in the league last year.
All right, where do you think Dalvin Cook deserves to go now that he's part of the New York Jets?
With Breece Hall there, I don't know if it's
your team is now on the clock.
Oh, we're on the clock.
We are on the clock.
right.
Okay, so we can do Jacobs, Chubb.
I got one.
Jones, A. Jones from.
I have a Chubb. Thank you.
Or Saquon Barkley. What are you thinking, my love?
Well, all right. So we picked a running back first.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs.
And
God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I mean, Mahomes. I mean, we still have quarterbacks.
We're gonna pick exactly what AC just coughed.
What he said?
Yeah, Josh Jacobs.
Huh?
Jacobs.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep. Go ahead and pick that.
I did.
Can't go wrong.
We're
You
good.
can't go wrong.
Here's what most people, and let me just talk real quick because now I'm back.
Yes.
Most people show up with a book and they're like, "Oh, this quarterback's going to score a bunch. This wide receiver is going to score a bunch." Yeah, we do have sheets, but preparing for the draft, here's what you have to do. You have to figure out how many teams. You got to figure out the points.
Yes.
And then you have to figure out, all right, how many quarterbacks are going to be picked? If there's 10 teams. And everybody gets 2 quarterbacks, well, 20 quarterbacks are going to be picked. So if that first quarterback is going to score, let's say
next one went G. Wilson from the Jets. That
Garrett
was
Wilson.
after us. Sorry.
Reigning offensive rookie of the year, Garrett Wilson.
And I can't see any of the board because it's too small.
That's why I said it to you.
Thank you.
You're
Getting
welcome.
back to your point though, very quickly, Dave. So you're talking about if everybody drafts 2 quarterbacks. Now in this league, is it starting 1 quarterback or do you start 2 quarterbacks?
You start 1 quarterback,
Yeah,
2
you bench that.
running backs. Yep.
That's called the super flex when you do 2 quarterbacks at once.
Right. That we don't have here. So we've got 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a flex, a tight end, a kicker, a defense. And that's it. But the important part is, yeah, you may have a wide receiver, for example, in this league who's going to score tons and tons and tons. But it doesn't mean that that's going to be the wide receiver you're going to pick. You obviously saw, because of where we're at, we picked 2 running backs. They were scored higher on our list than others because even though they're not going to score as much as that receiver might, they're going to score more than that 20th running back or the 25th running back. Meaning if there's going to be 25.
Saquon Barkley and Chubb just went.
Oh, so people are paying attention.
That's fine. No, just know that you took a better running back than both of those. So you're good.
Agreed. No, I was just letting you know. Josh Allen went.
Oh, the first quarterback off the board.
First quarterback, Josh Allen.
Now starts to run.
I can kind of see the board, and it looks like they are color coding. So running backs have like an orange, yellow for wide receivers.
Nice.
And am I not mistaken? Travis Kelce was the first overall
Mahomes
pick
went.
in this
He
draft.
was, and I will explain that shortly.
Mahomes went.
But we're going to get, all right. So Mahomes just went.
So now I was about to say, now like usually when somebody takes if everybody's zigging and they take a quarterback, there's a big run on quarterbacks, people get scared. They're like, oh God, Mahomes is gone. I got it, I got to grab mine. So don't panic there.
Right. Yeah, don't panic, because again, if you get in that second or third tier, I understand you're saying, you want that quarterback that's going to compete with the Patrick Mahomes or whomever, but sometimes the quarterback you can stream every week. You can maybe find somewhere, you can find that gem. Who knows? Maybe a Derek Carr will turn out to be, a top 10 fantasy quarterback, and his point differential from the top 1 or 2 is it going to matter? Also, what you have to factor in these drafts, yes, it's great to have Patrick Mahomes, but what are his matchups come quote unquote playoff time in fantasy football? Is he going to have a tougher matchup down the road than maybe someone you could stream? I'm not going to try and toot Dak Prescott's horn here, but maybe his week 16, week 17 matchup or his week 15, 16 matchup are cupcakes, and maybe he puts up big points.
Okay. Adams went.
Mahomes playing outdoors. Is he playing in the rain or the snow potentially in a playoff game for you?
Mahomes, though. But I get it. Dan Rod, you're not wrong. Here's why Kelsey went first.
Adams
because you're in a draft with Travis Kelce and he had the first pick.
No, Travis Kelce picked himself. No, Patrick Mahomes picked Travis Kelce.
We had
all right. Another
St.
receiver
Brown.
went.
Yep.
All right.
I'm on St. Brown.
Amon Ra.
Yes.
So what are you thinking about coming up here? Are you thinking about doing wide receiver? Are you thinking about going quarterback?
We're gonna do what is ranked the highest, and I think
maybe.
Are you still? I think we did set up enough. We set up 30 players free.
It
so
shows
it
me
will
what are
tell
available
you who's
still.
ranked the
Yeah,
highest.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're fine with that.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But the reason Kelsey went first is him. Number one, this league, they took back rushing touchdowns and put the points to be less. So running backs seem to be less important, so on and so forth.
But it's PPR. So
So then it makes me question your strategy, your first two picks, but go on.
Well, but it does. But that's what we talked about on NFL HQ, Dan Rod, and this is what I'm going to explain. Kelsey is the number one tight end, and he actually was ranked. What did I give him for a score on the right, babe? For Kelsey tight end?
197.
I gave him 197 because that's how many points he's going to score versus the last tight end picked. He's going to score 197 more points in this league than the last one picked. So if you pick the last tight end, guess what? I'm getting 197 more points than you because of the tight end. Now, here's a wide receiver.
Barring injury.
Top wide receiver was, I don't know.
He scores 190 points in one game and then 7 in the last 16 games. But
that could be. But the top wide receiver, for example, might score 300 points versus the last one picked might score 200 points because receivers score a lot in this league.
Harris for Pittsburgh running back was just taken.
2 more running backs.
Najee.
Okay, and so we're fine with running back. We're probably not going to go running back again unless another one is right up there.
Andrews, Baltimore tight end, just was taken.
Okay.
Stay away from Alvin Kamara. He's going to be suspended for the first 3 games.
We took him on our other league.
We did, but you know what? He fell to like
him.
He fell to like the 10th round.
He was like,
Where would the value of a George Kittle have for you coming up? Since they took Mark Andrews, which I understand that's a good pick at a tight end, but I would value Kittle ahead of Mark Andrews.
Kittle, I think,
I like Kittle.
3rd or 4th, as far as point wise goes.
Waddle, running or wide receiver. I get so dyslexic on this shit.
Hang on,
from the Dolphins, Jalen Waddle.
I'm just going to say that both my wide receivers are off the board in the first 3 rounds. So.
Oh, look at you! And mine are still there.
We have 1 pick before us.
And it's going to give you the one that I put the highest. So
After you pick, I'll tell you what I got. Who I took last week. You're going to be really happy with me.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Trevor Lawrence.
Close. Very close.
ETN.
Yes. I picked ETN and Ridley.
Calvin Ridley.
We got
Ridley.
We got Calvin. Didn't we get Ridley?
We got Ridley in our fake league.
Look at me remembering this shit.
All right. So we're 1 pick away from ours.
Yeah. We got a minute 13 on the clock for them.
So greenest tight end.
So we got green
2
tight
ends off the board.
Yellow is receiver.
You can see
orange running back. Blue.
Go kicker.
Quarterback.
No. Kickers and defenses last no matter what anybody says.
I mean, seriously.
Not San Francisco.
Don't even put them up there.
I think somebody picked San Francisco pretty early in our other draft. It was.
I mean, around 9-10.
No, I mean it was earlier than that. I feel like
that's crazy. Then you should win that.
No.
Because that's bullshit.
No, it was later than that.
Oh, okay,
it was
whatever.
like 3rd or 4th round.
Whatever.
Dave, you'll probably know the year because I think it was.
Your team is now on the clock.
Here we go. Let's see. We got A. Jones as running back as our top one that hasn't been taken, or we have Burrow.
No, you don't go quarterback this early.
No, I
Just-
know.
you just-
We have Waller. I wouldn't mind taking him.
Okay.
As a tight end.
Who's the top wide receiver?
Oh wait, or Kittle. Waller or Kittle. You tell me.
You want a tight end right now?
We can do a tight end.
What's that? What's the third running back? What's the running back you said at the beginning?
Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron
from
Jones.
Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't really want to root for him.
All right.
I don't know, guys. I'm fine with picking a tight end this round.
Okay. Do we want Waller or Kittle?
But let's
I
hear.
actually like Kittle better.
I do too. Well, actually, I like them both.
No, I like Kittle.
What's his bye week?
But
9.
how many tight ends are off the board?
I
Two.
don't know. Two.
All right, so 2 are off the board. We can let receivers go till whenever.
Let's be
'cause-
real. Waller is great, and he was on Vegas, right? He
Right.
was the Raiders. I like him, but I like Kittle better.
All right,
I'm
Kittle
gonna
it
go
is.
Kittle.
Sweetheart,
Okay.
Kittle, go on.
I got it.
Because he's
All
got
right.
Brock Purdy throwing in the ball.
Right?
I just like Kittle
Actually-
better.
I actually like Kittle's a badass. Now, you guys, did you pick it?
I did.
All
We were
right,
picked.
guys, what do you think of that pick?
Again, I think what you were talking about with tight ends, I feel like tight end might be one of the bigger discrepancies between your top tight ends versus your bottom tight ends. And it's really hard to find a tight end as like a sleeper or as an undrafted fantasy player, like, one of those people that
Right.
surprises you. A waiver wire claim, I guess, is the word I'm looking for.
There we
But
go.
that being said, you could always find one. But I think, yes, there's only like a select few that are your top tight ends, and then the drop off significant. Meanwhile, wide receivers, there are more of them, and there are more that will score higher points. And Kittle's consistent, right? He scores touchdowns.
Yep.
He's a safety blanket for Brock Purdy. Obviously, Jimmy Garoppolo loved George Kittle.
Mm-hmm.
I would almost look at who's the tight end for the Las Vegas Raiders, because Jimmy
Right.
Garoppolo is going to throw to him each and
Right.
every time he can.
Running
Right.
back just was picked. Gibbs.
If you're asking me what I would have done, I would have waited 1 or 2 more rounds for a tight end, because what he's right. Dan Rad is right. The tier, right? There's a tier. Tier 1 is probably like the people who just went, right?
Yep.
But there could be that diamond in the rough where you can get like not even diamond in the rough. I mean, there's actually serviceable tight ends depending on
Well,
who the quarterback is.
It's
you
interesting
choose.
too, and
But I would have taken a top tier wide receiver and just waited a moment, just because that I don't know these people in this draft, but I don't know if they would go tight end in the next 2 rounds.
Well, we've got a ton of here's what's gonna happen in the next couple of rounds. We're gonna have quarterbacks going
Mhm.
because there's only been 2 picked.
Don't do it. Stay hard. Stay hard.
No. I'm
Stay
just
hard.
telling you.
There has
Hey,
been
hold
2.
on. I'm telling you
Mahomes
what.
and Allen.
Baker
People-
Mayfield will be there until the last round. Don't worry.
I don't want him.
Deshaun Watson will be there in the 10th.
I'm
don't want him
telling you
either.
what everyone's going to do. They're gonna start picking quarterbacks because they need theirs. We're
Stay-
not switching our draft to do to follow the other people.
Good.
We're sticking with what we have. And we're gonna pick the highest ranked. And if it's another running back, guess what? We'll start picking our running back bench so that those effers don't get the running backs.
Those
That's
effers.
exactly what we're gonna do.
Why
So
did you-
leave us another running back.
Why did you silence yourself there?
Is there anything harder to do than make a trade in fantasy football, though?
I know. With an
Nobody
actual
wants
other
to.
person. Yeah.
Because nobody wants to get fleeced, and nobody wants to be like, ha ha.
Because everyone overvalues their players and undervalues what they're getting back.
And
Well,
every single trade, you got fucked.
Hertz just went. Good job on
Jalen
picking
Hurts.
that quarterback.
Come the
Let him go.
quarterbacks.
Let him go. Let him
Yeah,
go.
no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we're gonna pick the highest one. We'll see what's next.
I'm telling you, Deshaun Watson in the 9th, 10th. You got players like Garoppolo has.
or Olave.
You could take a risk on
Olave.
Justin Fields. Who knows? His rushing totals alone could be a value pick.
You could take Sunshine. Sunshine's gonna be there in the 7th. I promise you that.
rushing in this draft in this league, rushing touchdowns and rushing. I don't know if rushing yards, but rushing touchdowns are actually worth less. So for the running back, hence why did I pick running backs? Here's why we picked running backs, is because the 25th running back versus the 1st, 2nd, 8th running back, there's a lot of difference. If I had to settle and be stuck with the 24th and 25th running back, I'd be screwed because you got the 1st, 8th, and 11th, and you're going to get a lot more points. Now, my receivers that I'm about ready to pick aren't going to be that different from the receivers that you already picked.
There isn't much of a difference between first and middle.
Between first and
You don't think there's much of a difference between Tyreek Hill and
There is, but there's, like you said, there's platforms of them. You've got one tight end, and that was the first guy picked.
Yeah.
One tight end, and then there's a drop off, and then you've got 3 more tight ends, and then there's another drop off to next to nothing. Doesn't even matter. Kickers are all on one platform. It doesn't matter who you pick. Defense is same.
No.
Running backs, there's
Justin Tucker is on a different level than anybody else.
Yeah.
not that many points of a different level.
It'll win you the game. Justin Tucker will win you a game. Ask him.
No, it ain't worth anything more than a 13th round.
Sure, but if you take your defense and you do this well, and you're well-rounded, I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. What I'm saying is if you do it well-rounded and you're looking at your, when you switch back to your team view, so you're building your team, once you're there and you have pretty much a good shell of the people you're going to get, you're going to, you can take that guy in the 9th or 10th after your defense. Again, if you're not taking San Francisco, you're not taking San Francisco as a defense or Dallas, who are top tier defenses, then you can wait because it's all the same.
You're just trying to pick one of these other teams into picking a defense. Go ahead and listen to AC. Do it.
Are they watching? Are these people watching?
Yeah, we invite them to watch.
Awesome. Some of them are. Yeah.
We invite them to watch our war room.
Y'all suck.
Watching
Y'all
right
suck.
now, but yeah. So
all right.
we after this we're gonna be on the clock. So
okay, but it'll still give us our top ranked.
Your team is now on the clock.
Here we go.
Okay, we're on the clock.
So
Is that Roger Goodell?
Aaron Jones from Green Bay is top ranked.
Still.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we have Burrow.
Okay.
Connor from running back from and I wouldn't
Keep
Lawrence. Then we have Stevenson.
Ramondre Stevenson is a badass.
Higgins, Smith,
Higgins.
Hall,
Reese.
Thank you. Jackson from Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
We have Cooper.
All right.
What are we
you've
doing
given
right
us enough options, and sweetheart, it's ultimately your choice. But you guys, what do you think? We got about a minute.
Okay, we have a minute. 16.
AC.
If it was me, I start looking at
receiver.
top tier wide receivers. If it was
I
me,
saw DK Metcalf right there under Devontae Smith. I don't know if I love T. Higgins.
Hold on.
Metcalf was below Devontae.
You also have Amari Cooper.
Oh yeah, let's do Metcalf then.
Not a bad
Are we
pick.
cool with that?
If nothing else, he'll look great both in his uniform and after.
Do we want him on both teams, babe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're gonna have Derrick Henry and DK Metcalf. Flexing.
Whatever.
This is your draft, babe.
It's not really though.
I can't even see it. I can just.
We
see
just
the
took
colors.
Metcalf. Oh, somebody just took Lawrence.
See,
Sunshine off the board. I guess because I was talking shit about him, and these people were like, oh, "I gotta take."
I got to be honest. I thought he'd last another round, but they saw how high we had him, so they're like, "We better take him now." So whoever that team is, and I can't see it on my end.
It was Milk Dud.
Milk Dud. If you're not watching this live cast, good job.
The Chris Olave pick was good.
No, they won't.
Whoever that was.
Just circling back to tight end for a second, I find it fascinating because you have so many teams that who is truly like their star tight end, and will their tight end be valuable? Like Dallas, for example, I always bring it up because obviously I'm a Cowboys fan, but who is Dallas's number one tight end, and how many points can they theoretically get? Right? It's interesting. There's just, I don't know. I just find there's so many, like Dallas Goedert, who's the number one tight end in Philadelphia. Where is he valued?
How about Hawkinson? I mean, he's an absolute treasure. He changed his entire game as soon as he got to the Vikings. TJ Hawkinson is amazing. But look at Miami. I'm going to bring it back to Miami, Dan.
Yeah.
We don't use him. We can have whoever the fuck because it doesn't matter. Tua didn't even throw it to Gesicki once, and then now he's playing for the Patriots. It also matters the scheme you're in.
Yeah, that's true. And it's funny because, Bill Belichick values those tight ends.
Exactly.
That's what he did with those tight ends.
He loves his big Henrys and his big, and his big Geseckis. He wants that basketball player.
Can I just point out that Trevor Lawrence was what, the 4th or 5th quarterback picked?
Hold on.
Right?
1, 2, 3, 4,
I mean,
5.
he's got
There's a 5th quarterback picked.
What?
He does. Here's the whole point.
4 spots worse than he was when he was drafted for real.
Well, yeah, it is. Well played.
Touche.
Here's the whole point.
Aaron Jones was just picked.
Okay. All right. Well, now we know.
Okay.
But honestly, in everything I've seen, Trevor Lawrence has been like the 11th quarterback or the 10th quarterback or something like that. Whoever picked him just now, I think they got a really good deal. I think they picked him too early, but I really thought about changing you guys' pick off that wide receiver to let's get him. I think he's going to have a great year.
I mean,
We've
you
already
could've-
heard
you could've
this on
spoken
NFL
up.
HQ.
Jesus.
I know, guys, you hear this every time on NFL HQ that Trevor Lawrence is going to have a breakout year and, playoff time and whatever. He's the Disney Messiah that I've always dreamed of.
Oh, geez, Louise.
We still got you guys?
Yep, they're
But
there.
yeah,
good.
how do you score quarterbacks? So you said obviously touchdowns, rushing touchdowns
Hold
are
on.
sort of devalued in this league, as
Yep.
are running backs across the world. It's fine.
4
like,
points
how do-
versus 6. Yeah.
But how are quarterbacks, like what's the scoring system for a quarterback? Like how valuable is a quarterback versus a wide receiver or a tight end or
There's
running back?
There's yards, and I don't know the exact scoring for yards. And it doesn't matter. We don't need to look it up right now.
Yeah.
All we know is that the running back is devalued. So,
Well, that part's true.
In this league, the most valuable running back is CMC, right? Whoever catches balls out of the backfield, whoever can catch a catching touchdown, and also wide receivers are highly valued. They have to be because by process of elimination.
Well, I mean, Higgins was just taken, but I mean, I think they leveled.
They
Words
leveled
are
the play.
goddamn hard.
They leveled the playing field.
Well, they tried to level it. But again,
but I mean, it should be the same amount of points per, I don't know, touchdown for rushing or passing, right?
The way Kevin, who was just on the show a little bit ago, described it was it's tougher to catch a touchdown pass, which I don't agree with, by the way.
I agree
than it
too.
is to run one in. No, you're wrong.
Not after a 7-play drive where we've been banging in between the tackles.
Right, exactly.
Right. All right. So and I can't see who's being picked, and honestly, at this
I just
point,
told
it doesn't
you
matter.
Higgins was
Okay.
picked.
Higgins went. Looks like Lucifer's on the clock.
Yes. No, not Lucifer. Lichty Bones.
There we go.
Perfect.
Or Lichty Bones. I don't know.
Yeah, you got 2 picks left in your
And
fourth
then God
round
hates
here.
the Jags.
Pull
We'll be in the
that
5th round.
pull that draft down so I can see the top picks,
That is-
which I don't think I can see.
I don't know what you're.
Oh, never
Travis-
mind.
want.
Travis, that is the
Kelsey,
top.
Kelsey
Travis
was the
Kelce.
first one. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay,
crazy.
so I can still see. All right, so I can still see it.
Fucking crazy.
Well,
Can you see that?
and again, it's only because in this league, catching touchdowns plus
Mixon,
yards.
running back was just taken. by the
Okay.
way.
So we've got.
He was third on our list.
So the first pick has got a tight end, 2 receivers, and no running backs, no quarterback yet.
Yeah.
So, well,
and then he
there's
took
his
our
running back.
Running back.
All right.
Yeah.
He's
Connor.
he's kind of playing by the rules.
No, I get
Is
it.
there rules? Or,
I
or
know.
are there rules?
Running backs are devalued. Yes.
I get it. But again,
Dave, we will die on the hill of
I
running
will.
backs.
I will.
So,
as far as fantasy goes,
I'm with you.
far
I'm
as
with you.
fantasy.
Yeah, yeah. That's
I-
traditional. But now if you
We're-
start putting in these weird rules, then you might have to,
trust me, our scoring system, take the first pick, who's going to go first versus who's going to go last, and just subtract the amount of points that they are scheduled to get. And ESPN does a really good job of projecting how many points you're going to get on your league. So if you're in ESPN's league, go to the 2023 projections, and it will tell you how many, if you were doing tight ends, how many Travis Kelce is going to get versus how many the 20th ranked is going to get, and just subtract those. And that's the worth of that player. And you do the same thing for everybody, a quarterback,
it's called ADP.
a running back. Exactly. And that's where you'll get their worth. Same with the defenses. If you pick 2 defenses and there's 10 teams, go the first defense to the 20th. You'll see there's not that big of a, the worth is only going to be 10 or 15 points. It'll be more than that, but you know what I mean? It'll be much smaller.
Well, defenses are 8 to, I mean, you had the top
Our
one.
worth,
They're 8
our
or
worth
11.
is 8 or 11.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Stevenson, running back.
Just hit both of his running backs.
Yep.
All right.
Ramondre Stevenson just absolutely torched me last night in Madden 24. Torched me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I don't buy Madden 24.
Problem is,
It's not Tech Mobile.
Because I lose.
Go ahead, Dan Rod.
I just feel like drafting a New England Patriot running back is always a risky proposition.
Yeah.
They run by committee. Yeah.
They run by committee. Stevenson, he's been consistent, but if he fumbles the ball once or twice, he's in the doghouse. Does he get a lot of play? Who knows? And Bill loves that James White type mold, a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield, get first downs.
Mm-hmm.
Walker,
Another running back.
Well, because of checkdowns. We're talking about Mac Jones and checkdowns also.
I don't even know why
He's not going to air it out. Who we got there?
Actually, you can just throw the sheets. You don't have to throw them out. Keep them because they'll still have our scoring on there.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Or their worth on there.
I just don't.
But you don't have to check them off anymore. We'll just go with whatever.
And
anybody still listening to How Was Your Day? If you're leaving messages, thank you.
Also, Guns of the Month said it shows all of the things are worth on the rules section.
Yep.
So I just posted that or put that up there.
Guns this
Pierce went running
there you
back. Burrow just went quarterback, obviously.
Okay.
Now we're 2 picks away from us.
All right.
Is your Super Bowl on the last day of the regular season?
He should be.
Did not
I don't
even
know.
check.
Because if it is, I'm looking at Week 18 matchups for you, and
It should never be Week 18 though.
It shouldn't be.
Should be Week 17.
It should be 17.
Yep. Because everybody sits down. That's not fun.
I still think it should be
Right.
Week 16. Put it back 2 weeks.
And I've played in multiple ones where they do like a 2-week playoff, like you play
That's
the
the worst
same
too.
team
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row, and then you play 2 weeks in a row again. I don't even know which one I like best. I think the last week should be not there. I think Week 18 should not even. We should be done by then. Week 17 should be the Super Bowl, or I can't say Super Bowl. It should be the big game.
So
championship.
So Week 16, we're looking at Indianapolis at Atlanta, Green Bay at Carolina, Cleveland Browns at Houston Texans. So,
and what are we looking towards?
Further
right
to
now?
my point, Deshaun Watson is.
You really are trying to talk us into Deshaun Watson.
You're
aren't
trying
you?
to talk me into a quarterback.
No, when it's time. When it's
Not
time.
that one.
AC, where would you feel about Bijan Robinson going in the 5th round here?
Absolutely, 1000%. Bijan, he's the future. He's not gone yet.
I don't think so.
I would take Bijan immediately.
I would if he hasn't been. I didn't see him taken,
that's
but
an
I would take Bijan.
What does he do?
He's running back.
Running back.
Your team is now on the clock.
He's a water boy. He serves Gatorade.
Show us who we got still left on our. Wait, is everybody under? Okay,
We have
what do we got? Who's the top one?
Hall running
Brees Hall,
Jets.
Okay.
Cooper for wide receiver.
Amari,
Fields as quarterback.
Miles Sanders,
Sanders running back. We have Kay Allen wide receiver.
Yeah.
Williams, Watson wide receiver.
Debo.
Samuel. We have
Hawkinson's
Moore.
gone.
Yeah, Hawkinson's gone. London receiver. We have Hopkins.
D.D. Hop.
Yeah, I like him.
All right, guys, what do you think?
He's on a new
Is-
team. He's
Is
on a new team.
Bijan
and Ryan-
Robinson pick?
Well, he's on Tennessee though.
Dijon Robinson.
No,
Well, remember
sorry,
Ryan Tannehill's
Hopkins.
throwing him the ball.
Bijan.
Yeah, but you remember you already have Derrick Henry, so you don't want too many Tennessee people.
No, you're right. We don't.
Right.
And we have Lockett. I wouldn't mind taking him.
We have DK
Um,
Metcalf.
wait,
And then you got McLaurin off with the Commanders, and they have the offensive coordinator from KC, Eric Bieniemy. So
Are my Jaguars receivers gone already?
Kirk
Christian Kirk.
is there.
Eh. I like him, but I'll let
You
Sweetheart.
need
it's your
starters
team.
though. You need starters though.
Really,
So-
dude.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't quit going lower. Keep back up
Okay,
and pick one of those at the top.
I don't want to do another.
Brees
running
Hall's
back.
the top. Amari Cooper's your top. Amari Cooper.
What do we
I
think
would
of
say.
Cooper? Yes or no?
Well,
Go-
if you're thinking about getting Deshaun Watson later, it's a good stack. So
Okay,
But
we did it. I just fucking did it.
All right. You just did it.
but
it's not a
We're
bad-
gonna
That's-
just
That's
gut punch this shit the whole fucking time.
$50 down the drain. No, I'm just playing.
No way. No way. Look at
No.
that. Look at that. Look at that fucking lineup.
No,
That's
we're
great.
no,
we're
Bijan
actually
Robinson's
good.
in the 2nd round anyways.
Yeah, he's
That's
probably
Tony
gone.
Pollard.
I knew it.
What are we talking about?
Robinson did go in the 2nd round.
Yeah,
They were. He was
Bijan's
asking if
Right before Josh
Robinson
Jacobs,
was still there.
actually.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, right before you guys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm actually still fine with that. I had the sheets. It's got the points. I did put in our first, based on our sheet, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing who is left based on the sheets. I did pick our first 30, and then after that, we can just kind of go from there.
Okay.
I don't, and I'm fine with doing the rankings and voting for it and stuff like that. Let me see if we have any actual messages.
Yeah, heck of a
Still on our
squad
show.
so far. Heck of a squad.
Yeah, I think I'm happy with it.
See, Hawkinson, look how late Hawkinson went. That's what makes me take pause because
Goddard went tight end. I went next. We had Cooper, or that was us.
when Kelsey goes first overall, but then you're getting GJ Hawkinson in the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
That, I mean, it just feels like something's wrong there. You know what I mean?
But he was slated to be top scoring of all of it. I mean, based by the numbers.
We actually got Hawkinson about in the 5th in our other draft.
Oh, we did
in our fake league.
I forgot. I remembered most of them. I didn't remember Hawkinson.
It's because I gave everybody so much shit, and when they listen back to it, they're gonna hate us. They're gonna be really mad at me. But guess what? They were really mad at me anyway because apparently I cheat at
punch in the air.
Way quicker than I thought. Hey,
well, that's good.
My love.
Yeah, babe.
Will you come back over here for a minute? Yes.
It was good. You need a break? You need me to come sit on that side?
Yes, for
all
just
right,
a
I'll do
second.
that. All right. Guys,
We're
keep it going.
We're waiting for Dave.
all right.
I will not take off my headphones until he comes over here. Gunth of the Month said,
"Oh wow,
I actually played against Hawkinson in high school."
Wow.
What? No fucking way. Was it a different Hawkinson? I'm just saying.
Whose name was more? You played against Mortimer Hawkinson.
That's dad jokes, right?
Yeah, I think so.
right.
Here you go.
All right.
You
All right. Don't leave for.
You gotta click back to here.
Dude, where am I
Gun
clicking back to?
of the month I played with Jonathan Vilma back in the day. I was a middle linebacker. I played right behind him.
So Goddard just was taken.
All right. All right, I'll figure this out.
We got
Whatever.
23 seconds left. All right, I'll
All right, you're coming back, right?
I'm coming back. Jesus Christ, I just need a second.
I'm just playing. All right.
Do you find it easier to draft the first 2 or 3 rounds as opposed to these middle rounds?
The meat of it.
Who are you asking? Me?
Whomever. I pose the question to the room.
That's
yeah, the middle rounds is normally where I draft the receiver anyway. And again, the receiver, the top receiver versus the 30th receiver, they're all similar.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually kind of pissed that we have 2 receivers right now. But it's whatever. Usually I will save. Oh, good pick, Evan Ingram.
But once again,
3 receivers.
But once
you have
again,
2 receivers and a tight end.
Yeah.
Well, true, and you're right. Actually,
and once again, they're overvalued. It's not like you're going against the rules. Like when they catch a touchdown, it's more than when
it is
a running back does.
But it's just, I don't know. It's slightly annoying to me. So, all right.
I think the rules in this fucking league are annoying to me.
It's whatever. It'll be fun. It'll be
fun.
I
really want to see Team 1. I want to see what the fuck is going on there because if he wins it with Travis Kelce as your first round pick, your first overall pick, that's crazy.
I gotta be honest, AC, when I did the sheets, and I did the value based on these rules, Kelce was my number 1 as well.
Okay.
Based on these rules.
Travis Kelce touchdown passes, touchdown catches.
Well, I'm just saying he gets the yards per reception. He gets the ball
the amount of receptions too.
Exactly.
PPR.
He gets the volume.
Exactly.
Sure, he does.
And him versus the worst is so astronomical. Now no other tight end was as high as he was, or even close. The other 2 tight ends, I mean, we got one of them. There's 4, and aside from that, it doesn't matter who you have after the top 4. And now we've got 6 off the board. So Hawkinson, Goddard, whatever, Ingram. I mean, I love him because he's on my team, but no, I do. But
I know you're a homer. Yeah,
Hawkinson, Waller, and Kelce, and then Andrews. I mean, those aside from that, nobody's going to score. Excuse me, Hawkinson, Waller, and Kittle. Andrews is not going to score.
Kelce,
Ingram. He'll do. Andrews and Ingram are going to do about the same this year.
Kelce did catch 110 balls for 1,338 yards, 12.2 average.
He's a receiver.
And 12 TDs. No, he's no doubt. No doubt.
As a tight end, he is a receiver. And it's like having another receiver. Like, I get why the guy did it. That God hates Jags. Thanks, jerk. Actually, he's listening right now.
Is that his name?
No, that's his team name. And he is listening because he left some comments and said, yeah, I'm going to listen the whole time. And he's got 2 receivers, a tight end, 2 running backs. He's going to go quarterback next.
Well, if that's what you're telling me, he's going to do it.
Well, he will, but he probably should just double up on his bench because, like you said, you can get a quarterback way later.
Just saying.
He'll go wide receiver at running back again.
Don't take my word for it. Look at the quarterback board. Don't take my word for it. They're all there. Fucking Justin Herbert's still there.
I'm so glad I quit playing fantasy football because I would have talked about these things over and over again. But the one thing I've always found to be true is your top 3 picks have to be great players for you every week. You cannot miss on one of your top 3 picks.
Yeah.
After that, obviously, there's leeway that can be had. There's going to be guys that have breakout seasons, guys that disappoint. But if your top 3 players, like if your Derrick Henry is consistent, if Josh Jacobs is consistent, George Kittle's consistent, you will win a lot more games than
your team is now on the clock.
And
there's Roger Goodell.
Receiver just went. It is our turn. I don't really know how to do this.
Players top left under the time.
I hit the plus. All right. Players top left under the time. All right. Where
under the time? See the 145, 144, 143?
Yes.
Players.
Let's do that.
Right. Then you move down and you see who's still available.
All righty.
Can't you take away the players that have already been drafted? Can't you
do that?
The top there.
We can.
Yep.
Where did I do that?
We just did that beforehand, and she put them
at the very
on.
top of the screen.
Yeah, whatever. We got time.
All right, what are we doing?
Where do I take away players that have been drafted? Let's get rid of that.
It just shows you
At the very top of the screen of the. No, like scroll back up or down.
Oh, gotcha.
Scroll.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Joe drafted. Toggle it.
There we go. Now we're good. All right, here we go. We've got.
What are you thinking? What position?
You know, like you said, we can save quarterback.
Look at DeAndre Hopkins is a game changer. You know, Tyler Lockett. You can't take Tyler Lockett because you have DK Metcalf.
Right.
You can take that off your right.
What do you want to do?
Hopkins.
We can't take Hopkins.
God damn it.
Sorry, she really loves Hopkins.
I do.
So do I. You got McLaurin. DJ Moore for Carolina, for Chicago now.
Okay, she's giving me a name, and it's not me being a homer. But I got to. Christian Kirk off the board.
Not a bad pick.
We got to pick him. They're gonna score a ton. So
I just don't know. I don't understand the identity of that team yet. I'm not sure if they're a passing team or a rushing league team.
Wait for it.
Okay, go back
All right.
to the board.
I will let you go back to the board, and also there you go. I'm gonna switch back seats.
Ooh, that water looks good.
It's amazing.
So you took Christian Kirk. I noticed that Madison was still there from the Vikings. Now, is
Jordan Addison?
No, Alexander Madison.
Oh, Alexander Madison. The president.
Is he still scheduled to be the Viking starter now that Dalvin Cook is gone? And where does he slide in on a team like Minnesota that, was a 13? Were they 14-3 or 13-4 last year? They won a lot of close games. But are we devaluing the Vikings as a whole?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I think they're going to win the division.
At least their running game. At least their running game. Now that they lost Dalvin Cook is not top tier for me. I mean, they do have the best wide receiver in the league. That's for sure.
Truth.
So that kind of changes how they see them. But Christian Kirk is not a bad pick at that point. You have your starting shell. Now you're looking at bench spots, defense, kicker.
Well, bench, and we still got a quarterback to pick, but you said Deshaun Watson's going to be available way later.
There's Deshaun Watson. I promise you. There's Justin Herbert.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers is still there. I will not pick that dude.
No, Herbert I'd take though.
I still think what round are you in?
We got
Justin Fields is still there, and if Justin Fields drops to round 8 or 9, I think Justin Fields is the player.
Because he also runs, if those rushing, and if he might rush for a touchdown, not as valuable.
Right.
But Aaron Rodgers will never rush for a touchdown, so you know that all of his touchdowns will be more valuable in this league.
Agreed.
Fuck Rodgers.
or Justin Herbert. I'm sorry. Fuck Rodgers.
I'd take
Fuck-
Herbert.
Fuck the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm with you. Fuck them till they're dead. What's up, Gordon? What's going on?
Gordon's in. Gordon
do I need to-
is.
hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
give him audio.
Hold on.
Gordon is actually in the draft. I'm pretty sure Gordon is team
Hold on.
one.
Okay. Gordon says I'm here, but we have Kevin here.
Oh, well,
Here. Hey,
bring 'em-
Kevin.
bring them both up.
I'm back. I'm back. We have a couple
Hey.
more minutes before I got to pick again, so I decided to pop back in.
All right.
Nice.
And Gordon. Hey, Gordon.
Can we hear Gordon? Did you give him volume?
Gordon is not joined the live here.
He's watching.
Man.
Oh, I thought he. All right. Well,
He
he
said
had
down
to
here.
try.
I'm on to
All right, back him down,
jalapeno
Gordon. If
Oh,
strawberry.
Seegers was just taken.
What do you
by
got to
the way.
drink there, Kevin?
jalapeno strawberry margarita.
Wait, we got another one?
Wow.
dude, another what?
Jalapeno strawberry. He's got another
Seriously?
drink. We need to go over to his place and party.
Yeah, we do. Like right after the draft, we're on vacation.
Are y'all in Omaha too?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm gonna come visit real soon.
No,
Please
when you
do.
do.
You need
When
to,
are you
just
coming
not
to
this
visit,
weekend.
AC?
Probably like the beginning of next year.
Sorry, London and Hopkins were both taken. So
I'm sorry, who?
London and Hopkins.
Okay.
And I just heard another person.
Try to
Hold
join.
on.
Well, I saw Dan Rod is not here anymore.
No,
Dan
he is
Rod
not.
is still here?
Am I
Okay.
still here?
Yep, you're
Yes,
good. I got
okay.
you.
My phone is weird. I can't even see the screen or anything now. I've lost complete
Yeah.
visual.
Pitts was taken, tight end
Yeah.
for Atlanta.
That's all right. Calm down.
Yep.
We're fine.
And
I
then
was just-
we're coming
Getting
back
very
to
low on-
Gordon,
getting
right on the
very low
snake.
tight ends.
Gordon's got 2 picks.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can log out, come back, and give me a second.
Okay. Sounds good. And
I
you know
can't
what?
see anything.
Sweetheart, you.
Yeah,
get
we can't even
this
see your
in a
avatar.
minute. You got this. You're fine.
I think I do.
God, that water looks awesome. Does it
Yes.
taste as good as it?
It is amazing.
Oh man, I want some so bad. And some of the strawberry margarita.
I
Jalapeno.
need to go over to Kevin's house and have a drink. I'm just saying.
I love bartending. That's one of my passions.
All right.
At that point, you're a mixologist, Kevin, not just a
Yes.
bartender.
I need the certification. I need a little certificate to come in the mail. That'd be great. I definitely hang that up on my wall. What is everybody else drinking tonight?
Just had dinner, and I had a beer with dinner. It was one of those it was like a Mexican. It was a tall
Williams
boy.
Mexican, by the
A
way.
Mexican pineapple beer.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Delicious. It was so good.
That sounds nice. I was drinking rum all night. I had a Red Bull when I got home
Nice. Hell
because I thought, "Fuck, we got to do this," and I need to. No, and I slow played it up until the show, and I even slow played it in the show, and now I'm having a fucking water because I need to draft correctly.
Because mama's a little soft.
Well, I'm okay. I just need to draft correctly. I don't want to have a shit team.
Heard that.
I've been more nervous about this goddamn draft than even the show. Usually I'm a little nervous about the show, and now I'm like, I want to draft okay.
You're doing great. And
There's
plus, you got
nothing
help.
nothing wrong with the Bobby Boucher special, Scotch and water hold the Scotch.
Right. Exactly.
Mama say alligator ornery because they got all them teeth.
Something wrong with his medulla oblongata. Coach Klein said I could. Coach Klein said I could.
Coach Klein said I could.
Watson, wide receiver. I don't know why. Okay, for some reason,
It's Chris Watson.
WR makes me think running back, even though it isn't running back.
Not at all.
Not
even a
at
little
all.
bit.
But I'm dyslexic, so I don't
Even RW is nothing.
know.
WR. It's like it's Canadian. We put the W in front of the R for running back. That's why.
I don't even know.
Rodenbach.
I've been I don't know ever since I started fantasy with Dave since 7 years ago when I first started dating him. I mean, it just
It was a
always,
fantasy from day one. That's your
well,
timeline.
he and I were on a team. That first time I was on a team with him, we won. And then 2 years ago we won.
And he married you.
Yeah, I mean he did. Madison running
He
back.
did.
Oh wait, we had
He entitled to
Beckham.
half of your fantasy winnings.
Nah.
I don't know. He usually does the draft and does all the behind the scenes like trays and
made her
shit.
do it this time.
And I actually just set the lineup every week, and we do okay.
She's the coach. I'm the owner.
Yes.
Hey guys.
Nice.
Guys, I want to talk a little bit of NFL HQ. I got dyslexia. Sorry. NFL HQ. Obviously, AC, Dan Rod, you're still here, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you guys think
We have
about
Kevin here too, by the way.
and Kevin? I see him.
I'm just saying.
But AC and I and Dan Rod and that guy, can't remember his name. Brandon, which is dumb. Sorry, he's like really smart.
He's so good.
Guys, what do you think about doing a live Tuesday night show every week or every other week, just to talk about
I'm good with Tuesday nights. Yeah.
Tuesday nights, Dan Rod?
Yeah, I can't see a problem. Obviously, sometimes may be an issue, but for the most part, I think I'd be okay with it. Yeah.
Recap the week. Yeah.
A little fantasy podcast, a little wrap up of the week.
Little wrap up of fantasy, a little wrap up of the actual NFL.
Yeah, we also talk fantasy. Yeah, for sure.
I totally want to be on the show.
Hey guys, I have something for you.
Yes, sir.
I have a draft on Saturday night at 5 p.m. my time. You guys want to do a show on NFL HQ and
we can
do that
and do it live like this?
We're going to be in Minnesota, but
we
maybe.
can do it.
Only if you promise to draft the exact same players that
Kelsey won. Kelsey won.
So Dave,
Yes.
Milk Dud is my son, who's in the room with me as well right now.
Nice.
Is he cheating also, listening to what we're going to plan next?
Definitely.
Oh,
Is he picking
Well, he
next?
should.
He studies fantasy magazines in his spare time. It's pretty intense.
Well, he won the last one you were on, right?
How old is he?
So, should I tell the story about why we're having a new league this year, Dave?
Absolutely.
do
Tell
it.
that story.
Do it. I just ranted about why we're in this one. So go ahead.
So basically, I just got fed up with the fantasy owner, the commissioner, and
no names.
My son won last year. He didn't post the payouts, and then there was 10 guys in there. There was $100 a piece. Well, he ends up handing my son, like during the Super Bowl, he gave him $450 out of $1,000.
Why?
For first place.
That makes no sense.
No, not at all. And
Is
then
it
on
like
top of that,
is it 1, 2, 3 payout?
Your team is now on the clock.
Oh shit!
Oh shoot! Hold on.
That's the only way I would think that, but that's way too low. It's got to be like 800, 100, and then like 50 full, you know?
I agree. It should be way, 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 way higher.
Of course.
He has to pay his own salary first, and then
I'm doing my
Right.
first live pick here.
No.
Here.
Right on the board. Yeah, I'm on the board. No? Oh, who's?
No, we are.
Oh,
No,
I heard the sound.
Oh, he
I
must
heard the sound, and I thought it was me.
This is why you don't draft with your enemies.
Can you click on?
Hold on.
Yeah, this is why I don't like online.
is there not like just a search function? You can just type in a name.
Right here. Nope. Click off that.
Hold on. He has been.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
Then we're not gonna worry about it yet, or
That one.
Are you sure? Think about it. I'm not, because I said, you got to get the consensus of the guys. You know, what would you guys do?
killing me right now.
All right.
Show me everything.
I am.
We got our starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. I hate to do it, but
Chris Godwin's still there.
I kind of want that.
Do it.
Godwin is.
All right, fine.
I should have done.
All right, there you go.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty legit.
This That's
I mean, I am a Tampa fan, but I don't like to always draft the people I like.
I only drafted Miami defense. I didn't go for anybody else. I didn't want to.
University of Miami. You can draft their defense.
I wish that was a thing.
I
I'd
don't know.
like to draft the entire 2001 Miami Hurricanes team, please.
You can't pick the year.
No, yeah, you can.
Fucking time machines.
85 Bears.
85 Bears.
Oh, absolutely.
They did
2000. Was it the 2000 Baltimore Ravens?
2000 Baltimore Ravens. I'd probably say the 2012 Patriots. Randy Moss, 23 touchdowns.
You guys know way more than I do. I just listen and pay attention to when we actually do this shit, and then throughout the year I'll be able to talk about this.
And we fucking talk in circles and never make it, and we make the bad decision too. So don't worry about it. Yeah.
No, throughout the year I'll be like, oh
At
my
the
god,
end of
this
the day, you
person,
can
blah,
read
blah, blah.
all the magazines you want. Does not mean your fantasy team is going to go the way you want it.
No,
Everybody
never.
could die the first week. Everybody's just dead.
I was gonna say I don't want to wish ill upon a player. I wasn't gonna go the death route, but you know there could be a loose ball on the field. Travis Kelce could roll his ankle and be out for 6 weeks.
Totally.
And this is what I wanted to say before when Dave was bringing out average draft position or average scoring. That's all fine and dandy. It does not guarantee that your players are always going to hit their average together. You might have a player have a great week, but two of your players have off weeks, and it
that's a
doesn't
loss.
matter.
Right.
It's still going to end up in a loss. Exactly.
Because it's not matchup. It's not score matchup unless you're playing every week like the highest score gets paid. There's some league like that.
Yeah,
But-
and there are times where you could win a game scoring 99 points versus like a 96, and you could have the second worst score in the entire league, but you win. And there could be times where you have the second best score of all 10 teams in the league, and you still get blown out.
Yep, absolutely.
How about this one? My league is an IDP league, individual defensive players. So I have to
Yeah, I've
draft
seen
the
that.
middle. I have to draft a linebacker. I have to draft. Can Dave hear me?
A D lineman,
A D lineman and
a secondary.
and a secondary.
I once made a league where like return points were worth something back when they had kick returns.
Heck yeah, that was part of the defense, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leotis McKelvin was a great pick for a long time. For the
Oh,
Buffalo Bills.
Leotis McKell. I mean, Devin Hester might be
Josh Cribbs.
Oh
But
my
see,
God, heck
see, back in then you had the individual defensive players too, so you wanted them on your defense, and they were good for return points. That was a good bonus.
Is the draft Paul?
I don't think it is.
Okay,
It's
all right.
still going on.
No, we're paused.
Did you hear me there, Dave? Were you putting it in your headphones? So in my league, aside
I
from
did.
everything,
I
I
heard
have
it.
to take individual defensive players. So then you have to. I
that's
took Micah
cool.
Parsons, Max Crosby, and Micah Fitzpatrick.
I don't mind that. I actually want to be in a league
McLaurin
with that in
was
there.
picked.
Okay.
FYI.
I once won a week in fantasy football because of 3 quarterback knees.
Wow.
Wow.
Jesus. That's why everything is it's all up in the air, man. You got to play the damn game. We can do all this we want, but then
Well, and here's the other part: people are going to get injured. Nobody really knows. I get it.
somebody's gonna get caught in a hook with a hooker with cocaine. That's gonna happen.
Someone's going to waste a high waiver priority on a bust. Someone's going to hold on to that waiver priority too tightly and never pull the trigger.
1000%.
Hey, is that running back still available? The one that's suspended 3 games, or did he get taken?
I think he was still there.
Is he?
You mean Alvin
Kamara?
Yeah.
Simon Theodore.
Is Kamara still there? You can hit.
think
You can
so.
hit.
Hold
You can
on.
hit running backs and just see who's available, or you can hit who is
Alvin.
I think it's out.
Oh, somebody got him.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he was lower on the board.
I know you're right.
Down,
You're right.
Yeah, he'd be way down.
No, he's still there.
He's still there.
Yep.
All right.
Ay, Dios mío.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara is still there.
It's like only
Suspended the
one
first 3
person's
games
listening
is all.
other than Kevin here, so yeah, we're good.
It's God
Thanks
hates
for,
Jaguars. Thanks
I
for
think my
joining.
opinion is probably stay away from DeAndre Swift. I mean, he was shopped around. Yeah, the Dolphins even take a look at him because they got a bunch of new running backs there. So
Okay, where are we at? Okay.
Coming
Sorry,
up.
I was just trying to see where the draft was.
Is Javonte Williams for the Denver Broncos still on the board too? I thought, or did somebody take him recently?
Jerry Judy,
Running
No,
back
he's still
as
on the
well.
board.
All right.
I think.
Not a bad
Hold
pick
on.
either.
a really good one.
Yeah, we're there. He's still on the board.
And don't get me wrong, we can wait. We probably need a quarterback at some point, but again, like AC said,
I mean, look,
if you draft a quarterback, just pick one up off the waiver wire.
Kevin, is that okay? Kevin, I need to ask
Kevin's
you.
been frozen for 10 years.
Is Kevin still there?
He is there. I thought.
He's just very stoic.
Looks like he's frozen though.
Very sleepy.
I'm on the clock. I'm on
Oh,
the
he's
clock.
there.
There he is. There he is.
Oh, he's there.
All right, he's on the clock.
All right,
Captain
buddy.
Captain Kirk is on the clock.
Kamara's still available, buddy.
He's like, leave me alone.
He's like, I'm fucking thinking.
We have a defense that came off the board.
What?
The 49ers.
49ers,
defense.
top defense.
San
off the board.
Francisco. There we go.
Okay.
In the 8th round.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Shite.
Don't follow that. Just
We
let
call
them.
it we call it the reach. If we
Let
reach
them
for a player.
Let them go with
Well,
defenses.
I wasn't planning on that.
I know. I was letting everyone else know, babe. Don't pick a defense just because somebody did.
No,
49ers
Don't-
defense, interesting for this perspective, right? So I think it's 15, they have the Arizona Cardinals. That could be a very bountiful
That's gonna
game
be
for
a-
that defense.
Right.
However, week
Right.
16, in the meat of the playoffs, they take on the Baltimore Ravens on Christmas Day. Now, that's at home for the 49ers, but who knows what Lamar Jackson possibly could do. Baltimore in that, very competitive
With Odell
AFC
Beckham.
North. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had just.
But then they do have the Commanders on the road on New Year's Eve. That could be your fantasy championship matchup for the 49ers. They do start the season off 2 road games, Pittsburgh and the Rams. So who knows what could happen there.
Do you literally have a computer in your head, Dan Rod?
No, it's in my hand.
Yeah, we all do, actually.
I'm just saying.
He's so
You're right.
It's,
We all
it's
do.
a
but-
delivery, babe. It's a delivery. We're good at it.
I mean, were you looking this shit up like 10 minutes before this happened? And you're like, if the 49ers go, I'm going to drop this? Or did you just have that in the back of your brain?
I just figured if a defense goes, we might.
Your
as well
team
analyze
is now
why
on
that
the clock.
Oh,
defense went
shit. I
first.
got to pick a player.
I've also been playing fantasy football since 2004.
Okay.
So this ain't nothing new.
What are we doing, Dave?
I can't see.
2004, back before points were live updated, right?
Dude, we had to chisel it with a fucking.
Okay,
you joke
so
about that, but I used to write my points out in
Yes,
pen
sir.
the night before, like live, to
right.
see if I was accurate on the
Rotisserie
Monday
baseball?
morning.
Yeah, exactly.
All
all right,
right.
so
We're on the clock.
top,
What do you got, babe?
players: Lockett, Ayuk, Johnson, Dotson, Evans. Don't want to do that. I
Denver
can't
looks
have-
like a comeback. Like they can't suck 2 years in a row. They have Sean Payton, got Jerry Jeudy there, which is the #1 wide receiver as well.
Do we have a quarterback yet?
No, we don't.
Who are our top quarterbacks right now?
Don't need a
Kamara
quarterback.
is still there though.
Who?
Kamara is still there.
Okay.
Quarterbacks.
Jordan Addison.
How many running backs do
Addison.
we have
I don't know.
on the right? How many running backs and how many receivers do we have?
Okay, so we have.
You have 2 running backs.
Yes.
Okay.
Two
Two running
running
backs, 3
backs.
receivers.
So
no
Kamara's a
quarterback.
good bench stash.
All right. Hit
Maybe
it.
Kamara.
Or Denver's running back. Either one.
I'd rather Kamara.
I don't
I
know-
get what
I
you'd
don't know if
rather.
Denver's
I
back
just
is still
picked it.
there.
So
Okay.
No.
Well, Kamara it is.
She's
You're
the
right. I
best.
don't
She's the
know
best
either.
GM I've ever seen. She's like,
She's
click.
like, got this.
I'm like,
So
I
again,
am-
Alvin Kamara, your latest pick. He's suspended the first 3 weeks of the season, which means he will come back October 1st, the day Green Day will wake up, and he will take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He'll then travel to New England to take
How the
on the
turntables.
Patriots.
So the
Fuck.
first time you can start Alvin Kamara is against your own team. How the turntables.
I love it.
It's fine.
I love it.
But again, if you're looking into the future, so those possibly those big fantasy playoff weeks. So I believe it is week 15, 16. So week 15, New York Giants at home. Then they have the LA Rams on a Thursday night, and then Tampa Bay again on New Year's Eve. That would be your week 17.
There we go.
We are going to be at
Yeah.
that Tampa Bay game on New Year's Eve.
No, not on New Year's Eve.
Not yours,
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve is what I
Christmas
meant.
Eve. We're not going to watch. Yeah.
Jesus, fuck. I don't.
Can you go? Oh wow, we have a chat.
Yeah,
hope
I didn't even
Kelsey
know.
breaks his leg. My lord.
I think Gordon should
Nobody
take
wants
more
Scary Terry
chefs.
McLaurin. Yeah. He took him.
All right.
God hates Jags is actually a really cool name.
How much
He changed
do you
that.
predicate
not.
drafting a wide receiver based on who his quarterback is going to be, though?
I always do.
Don't be wrong. That ain't wrong.
I always do. In fact, if I can get a decent quarterback, wide receiver tandem,
absolutely.
Yeah, I will do that every time. Every time. And it doesn't mean, yeah, you're screwed some weeks if they score 0 points, but if it's the right one, I will definitely do that.
You got that
Double
right.
your points.
Ayuk? I'm saying this wrong. How do we say
No,
this?
that was
That's
right.
exactly how
Brandon
you
Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk, yes.
I really try to pronounce last names correctly.
You didn't say it backwards.
No.
Otherwise, it'd be
Booyah.
you guy.
Just be happy this is an NFL draft, not an NHL draft.
Truth.
Dude.
For real. All those Russians and Canadians, you're like, oh my God.
You're
How
not
do I
wrong.
say Marchessault? How do I say it? Marchessault.
Right. All right, guys. As we are finishing up this draft, we could probably wrap up the show. We don't have to go all the way to the end of the draft with the show. We can kind of go where we want to, what we want to do after.
How many picks do you have left? Oh, 100. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
They're drafting 93
We're around
men
8
roster.
right now. Yeah.
You're drafting 53 men, or what's going on?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
just drafted.
They draft 60 and
Yeah.
they have to cut
You're gonna
7
be
before the season starts.
You got to make
Right.
cuts and waiver wires and
Practice
Jesus.
squad.
All right. So NFL HQ, AC, do me a favor, give us a little plug for NFL HQ.
Yeah, you can find us at literally on YouTube at NFL HQ, those 5 letters. We are just a couple guys that get together and talk about all things football, headlines. We share a screen and we kind of look at those the headlines. Some of the people that we have on, like Dan Rod and Brandon, these guys are incredible. So yeah, I mean, did you watch it, Sam? Did you watch some of those shows, Sam?
I watch all of it. I love NFL. One day I want to be on your show.
Okay.
Once I start paying attention again.
Definitely. Okay.
For a couple of years, we've not done fantasy, which means I pay attention to my own team and not anybody else's. But when I do fantasy, I like to, obviously you have to pay attention to other teams. And so I think I can add something to it. I don't know.
Absolutely, you can. You totally can. And plus, we need a woman's perspective.
Absolutely.
Because it's important. And I love that, because women are kind of for the most part. If my wife played, for example, she would just be like you. She'd be like, "We're doing this, and that's it." We dick around too much thinking about it. So
we do. Well,
Pickens and Dotson were also taken.
Sweet.
By the way.
Here's what she would add if she were on the show. She would keep it from going back to the Jaguars every single
Always,
time.
God, and the Vikings.
That's
and the
what I love
Cowboys
to
and the
talk
Dolphins.
about.
Absolutely.
We can control that as well if you want, Dave. We can always take it away from the Jaguars.
Oh, shut up.
It's easy. In my
Damn it.
estimation, it's pretty easy to take away from the Jaguars. They take
All
away
right.
from the
First off, Dan Rod, not last year. You took away from the Jaguars, but we came back and won that game. Just saying.
Yep.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Sam,
we
I do
talked
have
about it enough.
I do have a question for you though, Sam. Obviously,
Yes.
playing fantasy football, you did say it lets you sort of focus on other teams besides your team that are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? I said that
Yes.
right? For some reason, I'm
Yes.
thinking it's wrong. But
I hear you.
how do you feel when you have a fantasy player playing against the team that you're actually rooting for? Do you find yourself a perfect example? Would you be cheering for Alvin Kamara to score a touchdown or something like that? Or do you solely root for Tampa Bay in that situation and you'd rather sacrifice your fantasy performance for those players playing against your team?
For an
Where do you
IRL
draw
win.
those lines?
Yeah.
Great question.
Very great question.
Always root for my team. Here's what I want. Perfect scenario. I want that person to on the fantasy team to score as many points as they can without sacrificing my team's win. So if we fucking kill them, great. If I can get if I could get some points from that player against my team, okay. But as long as my team wins, I'm always rooting for my team. I'm never rooting for the fantasy player.
And yeah, of course, in a perfect world, you'd love, especially in this situation, Chris Godwin to score 6 times, Alvin Kamara to score 5 times, Tampa Bay squeaks one out in a field goal late, and fantasy points are through the roof, of course.
Exactly.
But
or all the yak yardage you can, no touchdowns, and all rack up all the yards.
We always root for your team. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, and honestly, in a week like that, I might try to play another player that's not playing against my team.
Oh, that's another
True.
interesting point. Do you bench a star player just because they're playing against your favorite team? I would
Not-
never consider that.
No, not just because, but if they're very close, I'm going to pick the player that's not playing my
get it.
team. Also, my kids listening, and hey, Alex, love you.
Hi, Alex.
Also, Gordon wants to know if the draft is paused. I don't know. I think
we
no,
read
no,
that
it's going.
like 5 hours ago.
Okay, well, 5 hours ago, he I
Not
think it
5
might have
hours
been
ago.
paused.
We also had Lockett Bay taken, Williams, and Smith from Seattle.
Don't care. We're fine.
Geno
I
Smith at
think
this
it-
point is a steal.
It
Right.
should be
Right.
noted that
Yeah.
Geno Smith was just taken off the board by the same person that picked Travis Kelce first overall. Just remember, if you
God
try
hates
to
the
write to
Jags.
Geno
Look at
Smith, he
that.
will
That's
not
Gordon.
write you back.
Smart, Gordon.
Well
Smart,
played,
Good job,
Dan Rod.
Gordon.
Well played, Dan Rod.
You
Dan
wanna
Rod.
you want to stick around to your last pick, to your next pick, and we'll end it?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we'll wait till the next pick.
Dan Rod, I also wanted to answer that because Sam and I have talked about this multiple times. In this house, we always go for a real, live, actual
I
team
think I just said that.
before we go for the fantasy team. Now, you did say it, but you said, I'd love it if they all win. I will let, that's what you said.
Ultimately, do I want the person
Oh,
that
I'd love it if it were a Disney ending. No, you know,
he is
Go hit him.
undercutting what
Hit
I
him.
oh, she will afterwards.
Get up and go hit him.
Real team first, actual real team first. Tampa
Right.
first, Jaguars first, Dallas first, Miami first, and then fantasy football. Because guess what? It's so much more fun to root for real in your kitchen, in your Vegas bar, in your casino, in your wherever you are. It's so much more fun to see your actual team win.
Yep.
And fantasy is just bragging rights.
I'm pretty sure I said that.
And money.
Also,
but-
God Hates Jags just took wide receiver Davis from Buffalo.
Sweet.
Your kid
Big
Alex says,
play,
I like
Davis.
the LA Rams. I think I've never actually won, but mom picked for me.
Flowers just got taken from Baltimore.
Zay Flowers.
So there we go. No, honestly,
How
I think I
many
just
rookies
fucking
have been
said that shit.
drafted? I know Bijan was taken early, but Zay Flowers, another rookie off the board.
Zay and
Did you just, Sam, how many rookies have been taken?
I
Can
don't
you?
fucking know.
fucking know?
Nope. My daughter said, I like the LA Rams. I think I've never actually watched, but mom picked for me. I did not pick for you. I did not. However,
We didn't pick that team for
your
you.
Brother,
That's who did the Rams.
your brother liked the St. Louis Rams, and then when they went to LA, and
Speaking
then
of-
you're like, maybe I'll take them. So
Speaking of which, Matthew Stafford's on the damn board.
Oh, is that our quarterback?
Speaking of Matthew
I'm just putting it
Stafford, this was going to be my question. How old is Alex, if you don't mind me asking?
she's 18.
Okay, because if you've heard the latest story, thanks
Justin
to
Tucker.
Kelly Stafford,
Kicker just
Matthew
went.
Stafford's wife,
Uh-huh.
Matthew's an older player in the league now. And it's crazy to think, he's older considering, I think he's 35, 36 years old.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's 35 years old. But
13
he
years in the
cannot
league.
he cannot relate to the younger players. So what advice would Alex have for Matthew Stafford? What do young kids relate to these days that maybe
God, he's
Matthew could
good.
learn from and maybe use in the locker room going forward?
Okay, hold on. Say that again.
No, he asked Alex a question.
Oh, Alex. Okay.
Yeah, he asked Alex a question. Go on,
Okay.
say it one more time so she gets it.
Yeah. So how would you relate to a 35-year-old? What would you tell a 35-year-old how they could better relate to you being an 18-year-old?
Oh, that's a great question. She also said, no, you said since I like LA, I should pick them. I remember. What? Huh? So, Alex, honey, how would you relate to a 35-year-old?
Think on that.
Yeah,
He's a good looking guy.
he is.
Show me QBs.
Oh,
Probably
wait,
lots of TikToks, maybe get them social media.
I would
Mhm.
assume so. Yeah.
Next NFL HQ, I want to talk about not only Mahomes, but I want to talk about Jackson Mahomes and all his crap.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
and,
one.
And Brittany Mahomes.
And Brittany. It's Brittany, bitch.
Oh, actually,
Free Brittany.
Free Jackson, man.
Only
That
thing we can-
guy is out of control.
Oh, she's
or-
fucking. Hold on. I gotta.
If you are Jackson Mahomes
Your team is now on the clock.
If Patrick sits you down and says, "Listen, Jackson, we got to cut this out," do you have to listen to Patrick?
I think you have to, man, because you don't do anything. You don't produce anything. You're living off the coattails of your famous dad and your brother. If you produced your own thing, then be like, fuck you, but you can't. You live off
But
them.
in 2023, all the examples he has, all his role models are probably people that have made their name off of other people's names.
All right.
All right, we're picking
Right.
quarterback from Miami.
You're taking Tua?
Yep. Dave just told me.
AC. We have Tua in both leagues.
We do.
You know why they did that, AC. So when Tua screws them over every time, they can blame you.
We blame you.
No, we're not gonna fucking blame you. No. That's not.
I
gonna
said
happen.
Deshaun Watson. I said Matthew Stafford.
You leave Dak Prescott on the board to take.
I
Tua.
did. No. I wanted
The
Watson.
disrespect.
Dave was like,
Guess-
nope, we're going Tua.
Guess what? Dan Rod, on the way back, Dak's going to
Trey
still be
Lance.
there. We're going to pick him as our backup.
No, we're not.
What?
No,
Please don't do
We
that.
like him.
we're not. It's not gonna happen. We'll not. Sorry.
I'm having a bad connection.
All right. What did Alex say? Did Alex answer that question?
Alex said probably TikTok or Instagram. The younger generation base everything off of what they see on social media. See, look at her.
By that logic, everybody should be constantly dancing.
Right?
I know.
Ay, papi.
And by the way, AC, I remember last year when we were in Vegas and you're like, she should go with science. She did. Instead
Yes.
of
She did.
She's she wants to be a marine biologist with the focus of conservation, and that's what she's doing. She's in their fisheries and wildlife program, which in Nebraska gets you to that point. So
I'm so proud that I had a hand in choosing.
you did. Well, I talked to her about it. I was like, hey, I talked to AC and blah, blah, blah. No, I think that actually helped her. She was going to go into culinary, but decided to go with science.
If I could save one person's life from culinary,
I mean,
you
I
can still
think
do it on the side. You can still have your
Right.
that's the thing. You don't have to commit your life. You can still be an awesome cook. Be able
Right.
to cook for your friends and family, and then even do like a off to the side like pop-up restaurant stuff. That shouldn't take away, but really, give your
Yes.
life to something that you're passionate about. That doesn't steal your life.
Oh, she said rehabilitation. Actually, she was.
Nice.
Yes, she
Well,
wants to.
see, it's the perfect pick then, because if she wants to be a marine biologist and rehabilitate, you took the dolphin that is Tua Tagovailoa.
Who lives in a state of rehabilitation.
Right.
Ah.
We had a whole bunch of things happen.
I don't care.
There was another kicker taken. It's fine.
Kickers and defenses last. I don't
Well,
care.
another kicker was taken.
Great. Good job,
Another
guys.
wide
Keep
receiver,
picking
which we
kickers.
probably need to do. I don't
I don't know.
even.
I'll look at it once we stop the show. I'll come over there and actually pay attention.
Okay.
Well, I definitely want a
Um,
screenshot of the final.
Oh,
the
absolutely.
final
Oh, we will.
Absolutely. As I hiccup.
We're gonna invite you guys to the league so you guys can help pick. And no, we're not.
No,
Well, again,
I'm
if Sam wants to be part of NFL HQ, she can come on, and maybe a quick segment can be how the fantasy team is doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we
Yes.
can each share our screen and show our
Deal.
team. That'd be fun. Cool.
Dan Rod, what do you have going on other than NFL HQ? Are you still on stereo doing stuff, or are you
At
still
the
where are
moment,
you at?
not on stereo. There are whispers that maybe my Sunday show will come back. Nothing is confirmed yet.
Okay.
We will see. Again, schedule dependent, because my life in the retail world, nothing is set in stone, and weekends don't matter. So
I'll re-download stereo for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Here's an important question that people literally have asked both me and AC. Are you going to show your face?
I think at some
That's
point,
real.
I think I should, but at this point, I think the lore of the no face shown has carried over into this format. So it's
You're gonna be
kind
like
of,
Wilson.
We've mentioned that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what you need. You need an avatar at least, because that
Your team is now on the clock.
Oh, we're on the
shit.
clock again. Now
We
what
got
do we?
a fucking draft now.
All right, show me what we got. We got one quarterback. How many running backs do we have?
Jordan Addison.
We have two running backs. I'm sorry, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, tight end. We also have a third wide receiver.
Dalvin Cook, just
What do you have?
sitting right there behind.
What do you have left though? What do you have left to fill out your team?
We need kicker,
They just need a
defense,
kicker and
and then we
defense.
have
These
our
are
bench.
bench players.
Kicker, defense, and how many more bench players do we have?
Place reveal, Alex.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So we got 4 more bench players. Show
Yes.
me. All right. How many running backs do we have?
We have
Including
2
our bench?
or yeah, sorry, we have 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers. We need another tight end.
We have to
You
have
don't-
another
you don't
tight end?
need
I
another-
don't know.
you don't
we
need
don't
another
need.
tight end.
Okay,
Okay, then we don't.
So we don't. We
All
have
right.
a kicker or defense. I don't know how we're fucking doing this. Let's
Okay,
just be
we're
real.
doing kicker and defense last.
Okay,
So,
so
let's-
do we want? What do you want?
running back or receiver or a backup quarterback?
Okay, so we have Cooks from Dallas. We have Pittman from Indianapolis. We have Addison from Minnesota. So we have receivers, and then we have Dalvin Cook from fucking.
Dalvin Cook is going to be the bell cow, if I'm not mistaken, right away. But he's gonna. But then they're going to give him like when Brees is back, they're going to back there.
I know you don't want to take somebody from the Jets.
I actually do at this point.
Do you want to take him?
Right now, I do.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, boom.
Bing.
See, this is how we do our shit. 'Cause I'm
This
like,
is how we
it's
do
fucking-
So another thing you want to factor in as you get later in the draft, it's all fine and dandy. You fall in love with the players you draft, but keep in mind, if you only take one tight end, if you only take one kicker, you only take one defense, you are going to have to make waiver wire claims for those bye weeks. So
Well
one
played,
of your
Daniel.
last players on your depth chart or on your bench is going to be someone that you might have to cut. Now, of course, you're drafting players with the potential that maybe they will be higher than their projections and they will become your starters. But someone like a Dalvin Cook, or as it gets later on towards your end of your picks, will be someone that you might have to cut later on. So you don't want to hamstring yourself with someone that you fall in love with and you don't want to cut them, even though you're never going to start them. That's, I think, a mistake a lot of fantasy players make. They're afraid to cut players because they think they're going to start them. If you don't think you're going to start them, cut them, pick up that stream for a tight end, a kicker, whatever the case may be. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, you're not going to regret cutting that player.
Truth.
Totally right. And then that to piggyback off that, that's why you start taking defense a little bit, not last. I wouldn't do defense like just automatically defense and kicker go last because there are different levels of defense and kicker. So if, to his point, if you get Dalvin Cook and you're never going to start him and you could have gotten, say, Dallas defense, which is a top-notch defense, I would have done that.
I don't disagree, but I do disagree wholeheartedly. And here's
Put
why.
it this way. Washington
Okay.
Commanders defense week 1 against the Cardinals. Pick them up, start them week 1, drop them after week 1.
Here's the thing.
Thank
Who
with
is the Cardinals going to
defenses,
score against Washington?
that's what Dave.
Thank
But that's
you.
what we do.
I do that
though.
every week. I
You pick
always
up a defense to play the
matchup.
offense that
the
they're
team
playing.
that
Yes.
sucks. And I
Defenses are a
switch
dime,
defense.
or not a dime a dozen, but you just are able to pick and choose throughout the weeks.
And I
Well,
switch
the top
every week.
9 are off the board, so you have to contend with the last
Doesn't
20
matter.
something.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what? I'll look at 2 weeks ahead and I'll pick somebody who's playing the Cardinals, who's playing, the team that sucks. I'm not going to
Used to
waste a
be the
pick. I will
Jaguars.
steal Dalvin Cook right now just to keep somebody else from having him. And I'll keep him the entire time
You're a vindictive.
just to keep somebody else
yeah.
from having him.
That's exactly
That's
it. Eagles
exactly
were just picked up
somebody.
for defense.
Somebody
And
was
then-
waiting.
Then he'll
for
trade Dalvin Cook
Cook,
for Travis Kelce. He'll offer
Right.
that trade.
or
You'll get mad
I
when he doesn't
might.
say yes. Like, what's wrong with you?
Or I might trade him for a defense. Who knows? If
love
the
it.
defense matches up in the playoffs, maybe.
Absolutely.
Anyway, yeah. God, I miss you guys.
Miss you
I
too,
can't
man.
wait to do this every week.
Yep. So I got
On-
a
not on
fantasy,
this show.
draft Saturday, but we can do a quick NFL HQ like in the morning if Dan Rod can do it.
We can do that actually.
Double
Yeah.
check. I'm not sure. I
Cool.
think
And
I'm
remember,
not
we have a
sure.
long weekend this
We're gonna-
weekend, so we can also do it Monday.
We are on vacation. We are in Minnesota this weekend.
Oh, nice. That's where my
but
puppy came from.
We are. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my puppy. I got
That's
my.
How's that going, by the way?
That's a long
she's-
run.
She's fucking precious.
Oh my gosh.
She's precious. I'll show her to you on Saturday. We'll do it.
Yes.
But she came from a ranch in Minnesota by Lancaster.
Aw.
She
That's
flew in.
awesome.
Her arms are tired.
She doesn't have
She
arms.
looked precious from everything I've seen. Oh my
She is
gosh.
just. I
She's
can't
very
wait to see her
cute.
again. Her puppy breath is like.
Oh, the puppy breath is the best.
She's the best.
All right, guys, everybody who really actually stuck around, nobody's here from How Was Your Day? But if you are, thank you.
Yeah, Allie's still here. Right.
I know,
Alex
but
is still
Allie just jumped in, not knowing it's
She's
an
like, I
NFL
made it in
draft show.
time. I got home from the
Yeah,
volleyball
yes,
game.
Your sister stopped in before, actually, right when we started the draft, said
True.
hello, and
yes,
then left.
And dipped. Yes.
Yeah, because if you're still here from How Was Your Day, thank you so much
Yes.
for being here on How Was Your Day. If you're still here, because of NFL HQ. Well, we're going to do this every other Tuesday night ish. Once the season starts, we'll figure it out. Dan Rod, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you as always.
I know it's late for you, you East Coast Canadian.
man.
Gordon said this has been fun.
Always on point with all the knowledge that we need. Always bringing different perspective. I'm happy to know you, man. Thanks for doing this.
You and that Brandon guy that I can never remember his name.
That fucking Brandon guy. That
so
mother
fucking smart. Wait, I remembered it.
You did.
All right.
I'll make sure he's a part of it too. He gets really excited about it. He says, I'm gonna do this anyway in my mind. I might as well extrapolate it with you guys.
Absolutely.
Well, here's the deal. We don't need to give Brandon and Dan Rod each other's phone numbers because otherwise they will do their own show and they will leave us out. AC, I'm just.
I think you discredit our knowledge a little bit, but that's fine.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying. I think you both have a great view on it. I know Dave sometimes comes off as like, here's why I think it, and this is why, and it seems like abstract.
He's like the
but
Skip
it
Bayless.
actually, but it still has a lot of basis. Whatever.
No.
All right. What are we doing?
You're not a Jedi yet.
Truth.
Skip Bayless, bro.
Dude, that was so rude. As for us, tomorrow, here's where we're going.
You know, he can play guitar.
Headed.
Or he could.
You know, he played every single on his
every-
first album, every single instrument.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
He was,
now she knows.
No, okay. Yes, now I know.
Not on this album,
Anyway.
but his first album.
He
The
was-
one with the iconic, the gray one with those through his face like that.
Yeah.
He was the Fred Astaire of singing. Fred Astaire did. He would make all of his dancers just dance to a beat. Prince was very much the same in how he was so perfectionist and everything had to be just so. And I'm just so excited to go up there tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
It is. That's where we're going. I don't remember where
Oh
it
shit,
is.
we're on the clock.
Oh, right now? Not yet. Oh, now we are.
Yeah, I think we are.
Are we on the clock? What do we got?
Yeah.
All right, last pick for me.
All right.
Hold on. Why am I not seeing?
Because we're not on the clock.
Oh,
We're almost on the clock.
Almost on the clock. I apologize.
Jeez, she got
I
all
lied.
excited. So, but yes, tomorrow I'm going to be in my flippy floppies.
Look, if you will, a picture.
Oh, and so sad for this.
Yeah, that is sad.
Aw. Remember to spay and neuter all of your pets.
Exactly.
Dude,
However, I
what a
mean, he
throwback.
lived a very long life
He
and
got-
very fulfilling.
Within one of that dollar, he always goes for.
Dude, Bobby B was the man, dude.
However, had he made it to 100, he would have made the perfect fucking.
He would have.
He would have. He would have won everything.
He would have.
He flew too
No.
close to the sun.
Oh, jeez.
All right, guys. I think we'll stick around for the pick, and then after that, we're done. AC, love you, brother. Dan
you too,
Rod, you're awesome. Love you. Actually, love you both.
Oh,
Yes.
You guys are
You love
freaking
'em.
awesome.
God
I
damn.
fucking love you, brother.
Love you too.
Oh, yes.
Love you too.
I
Was,
love.
was Bob Barker and The Price is Right a staple for everybody as a kid when they stayed homeschool?
Right.
Your
Yes.
team is now on the clock.
Now we're on the clock.
Okay.
All right.
And Dan Rod, in answer to your question, absolutely.
And the best game was.
Was it or was it?
What are
Plinko?
we picking?
Calm down. We're talking about Bob
I
Barker.
always loved Putt to Win or Cliffhanger.
And
Ah,
All right.
cliffhanger.
So,
Damn it. Okay, what do we got?
We're going with the quarterback. Jones, Prescott, Goff, Cousin.
You
No,
do not
not
need another.
Cousins.
You
No,
already
we
have
don't
a
need another
quarterback.
We don't need another
Calm down.
quarterback. What do we
Calm
need?
down.
What do we
You
need?
need
I
a
don't know.
defense and a kicker.
Okay.
Draft
So,
best available.
All right, hang on. Let's look at all of it. Best available. What does it show?
Harrison Butker's
all
incredible.
the things.
You can also go defense. Who's on top of defense?
Okay, calm down with the defense and the kicker. Don't listen to AC. Just show me what do we got? Best available.
Okay.
Show me.
Cook-
Kicker.
What?
Receiver. We
Survey
have,
said.
Pittman, we have Johnston. We have Dylan. We
You
have,
said receivers.
yes.
Who do we got?
Cooks or Pittman.
Cooks. Do it. Bye.
All right, I guess.
All right.
That'll make
Good
Dan
enough.
happy.
Whatever. Whatever. We'll do defense and kicker when we have to.
Okay.
Probably coming up. Guys, thanks for coming in to How Was Your Day?
Thanks for sticking around for the shit show.
I know. You guys, you have no idea. New idea. No, I'm not doing that one. But every Tuesday night or every kind of Tuesday night, guess what? You got
Join
NFL.
us.
Yeah, all right, do it. Go on. You say it. Go. All
right, fine.
All right, go.
Right.
Every Tuesday night, join us for NFL Talk. The hottest singles in your area on NFL HQ.
All right.
Dan Rod, your turn. Ready?
Okay.
All right, you ready? Here it comes. You got to talk over it.
After a weekend of great football action, get all your football recaps Tuesday nights on NFL HQ.
Woo!
Go.
All right, we
Yeah, that
need
was
to cut
really
some of
good.
this shit. Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And just
Hey guys, welcome to NFLH. I can't talk. I've been drinking too much.
NFLHQ, where we
Why are you
add
yelling?
letters, but we
Good
add.
night.
All right.
What?
All right.
You still doing this?
No, we should be done.
Yeah, I'm trying to be done.
Okay.
Jeez. All right, guys.
Love you guys.
See you later. Thank
We're
you.
gonna end the stream.
No, you're not gonna end the stream. We're gonna end the show.
Okay. That's what we're doing. We're ending the goddamn thing.
Calm down.
Everyone.
That's the end of our show.
Hey guys, thanks for coming out too. How was your day? /
NFL HQ.
Whatever else the fuck we were doing. Check in every week to watch AC dance like that. Fucking love it.
Shake my boobs.
Dan Rod, AC, Sam I am. Love you fuckers.
Love you.
And your beautiful wife.
All right.
Sam I am.
Hugs and kisses.
Bye guys.
All right, guys, we're out. Later.